Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Come get some.
It's clobbering time! Clobberonimo!
Greetings, clobberers, clobberonimos, clobberuskis, clobberoids, clobberians, clobologists, and all those who clob. If you do not yet clob, perhaps you will one day once you learn to. Bang the rocks together, guys. Shout out to Wagner for that one. Clobberonimo! We. Sorry, I stepped on your wee. Hey there.
Okay, step on my wee. It's super obnoxious.
Yes, I am, but I'm sorry.
No,
but I love it.
No, I mean,
No, you're absolutely right. I am. Gonna
no.
try.
Clobby, do we have to start the show with shin kicks?
Yes, we do, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
All right, because that's just what we roll up in here. Hello, my good friends. Welcome to Clobbering Times. Issue number 450 on YouTube. 1,450 overall, getting close to just a month shy of 15 years. Wow.
And the crowd goes wild.
Don't do it, crowd. Don't do it. It's not worth going wild over. Yeah. And it's Saturday Night Star Trek number 160. Voyager reviews with the most wonderful first officer in the fleet. And before we get started, before I have number one get us started here, I just want to say that today would have been, of course, the birthday of our dear departed friend, Gil Bavel, aka Cardinal Sin, who is a wonderful supporter, not only supporter of this channel, but just a good friend in general, and a wonderful YouTuber, a great guy that we all loved very much, and we miss him. And I don't know what to say other than wherever you are, buddy, happy birthday to you, and we miss you. We miss you, and but we know you're up there or wherever you are. I don't know what you believed or whatever you did, but I don't know. Just everyone, just put pay tribute to him. Just go put a GB in the chat if you would for Gil Bavel. We'll go by his real name this time, and if you would, And I will now turn it over to my wonderful first officer for opening statements before we get on with the business at hand for Saturday Night Star Trek tonight. Number
Thank
one,
you
take
so
it
much
away.
for that, Captain. Thank you for that. And yes, Gil Bavel was a great friend to one and all. I met him very early on in podcasting a few years ago, and he was one of the biggest supporters of my work. Loved storytelling, loved science fiction. He was also a gigantic pain in the butt, but he was also a loyal, kind, sweet, earnest, a very sincere friend, and we all miss him dearly. So, yeah, Gil, thanks for everything, dude. Thank you for everything.
We miss you, buddy. We miss you, you old rascal.
Okay, now I just want to say hail to the chat. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Night Star Trek. We're going to be covering 4 episodes of Voyager, the good, the bad, the ugly. The opinions will be varied. Saddle up, lock, and load. But before we do that, I have a few things that some business that I have to take care of. The first thing I want to do is I want to thank the Wrenches. Wrenches, you work for some of the biggest names in the business, and yet every weekend you are here. And I just want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for building up this community, building up these friendships, and always being here for us. I love you, and I appreciate you so much. There are also some very special people in this community who don't just wrench here. They're friends to us, and they're pretty remarkable people. I want to thank Lord Thoth for using his social media to always promote my best friend, Clobby's channel. He's a sweetheart of a man. I just love him. I just think he's a wonderful guy. And so I want to thank him for using his time and his energy and all of his connections to build up this channel. I also want to thank my buddy, Larry. Larry has been so generous and kind to so many creators in this community. Thank you, Larry. I also want to shout out Chris Persia. Chris Persia is so talented. He makes these beautiful show posters that you would expect to see, in the foyer of a movie theater at the cinema. And yet he's making these for us and spreading them all over the internet, trying to get people to come here.
Yes.
And we love him for that. Chris, I love you. And I need to let everyone know that Chris's dad isn't feeling well.
Oh, man.
And I find that pretty upsetting because, behind the scenes, you hear about people's parents and you learn about parents and you send, your Merry Christmas and your Happy New Year and tell your dad I said hello. And then those years build up. And you imagine those faces and that love, especially between this son and his father in their real lives. And so I would just want to ask everyone in the chat, if you pray, if you believe in God, his dad could use some prayers. And if you don't believe in God, if you're an agnostic like I am, I know that he could still use those good feelings and those good thoughts and some maybe some hearts or hugs in the chat. I know that helps a lot. So Chris, please tell your dad we're all thinking of him and he's going to get better. I just know it. I also want to thank Eric K. Eric K went out of his way to do something totally crazy this week. And it was just shocking. Eric K and his trusty dusty dog Kirby, huge friend of this channel. He's been with us since the beginning. He called on all the big dogs on YouTube and called out this show. He called out Clobby specifically, and then he called out me. And I just want Eric to know that I love him. Like he's
thank you, friend. Eric.
He is a caring, thoughtful, and wonderful man. He's a gentleman. I love him, and I love his dog, and I'm just so honored to have a friend like him. I love you, Eric. Thank you so much for that.
Buddy.
That was just wild to get called out amongst the biggest and most successful YouTubers out there.
I think I did see it. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you, buddy.
I also want to thank my buddy Gwag. Gwag, hysterical stuff all over the internet tonight and today about Clobby's channel. I love you so much. Thanks,
you. Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
I also want to thank JT Kirk. JT Kirk went out of his way to leave the most beautiful review of some of my news stories that are coming out, and just so articulate. The guy's so intelligent, and the guy is just it's such an honor to receive those kind of reviews, professional reviews from somebody like him. And there have been many of you that have been doing this with my stories. And I just got to tell you how touched I am by that. You see, there are people like Edgar Allan Poe, people like H.P. Lovecraft, people like Kafka. All of these people died in obscurity. Nobody read anything they ever wrote. And that's the scariest thing for a writer, because if you're in it, especially in sci-fi, you're not in it for the money. You're really in it because you want to entertain and you want people to read your stories. But I just want you to know that I'm about to break 400 stories sold. And I just want you all to know that that's all I need. Because of the way you have all behaved towards me and because of how all of you are and who you all are, I want you to know that's all I'll ever need. Thank you for believing in me and for not giving up on science fiction and for loving my stuff. You guys are the best. Now I'm going to hurry up and get through my patrons. They're backing my new book. My new book is coming out in short order. It's just with my editor right now, but it's all together. It's ready. It's burning in my hands. So let me call out the people who have made it financially possible. Larry, Tony Stark, Sean Carter, Penny Lane, Shuta, Gwagnar, Dave, Chris Persia, Scuba and Leslie Pete, Eric Kane, his trusty dusty dog Kirby. That dog is also mine. I love that dog. Eric's going to wake up one day and that dog will be in China. Enigmatic Drop Bear, Michael and Cassandra Beacom, Mark D with a C, Antiderivative Jill, that's Jilly Jill, Maximum Redstone, JT Kirk, Dadman and the Dadman Clan, Lord and Lady Thoth, and of course Lance. And now's the time to chuck the cheese in the chat. Rob Altis, Tyler, Jeff Wyatt, Rob Thunderheart, and Mazeris. Without you, my book can't happen. The corporations are just not interested. They want activists. They want activism. And you all know I just do science fiction. So thank you all so much. I'm so excited about tonight. So I'm going to pass the con over to the boss. Captain, my captain, mon capitaine. Let's get this party started. Let's get it on.
Well, thank you so much, number one, and appreciate that. Appreciate you all. Well, what she said. There you go, basically. And I want to thank, before I get on to the show notes and shout outs, I hope I'm saying it right. I hope it is pronounced Jesus Davia, because I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Please forgive me if I'm not, for gifted 5 memberships. And I really appreciate it.
Wow.
Thank you very much. That is very kind of you.
Well, it's a very generous gift. Thank you. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here with us tonight. Let's see. Show notes before the shouty outies. What are the show notes? Show notes are, of course, if end your your week rather as a geek on Sunday night, geekery, 10 p.m. Eastern time on the great Mark D with a C's channel, the great chief engineer. Please join us. I'll be there with him. We'll hang out and we'll talk about just what the geek stuff going on in the week. Just to kind of just hanging out, having a little bit fun. Please subscribe to his channel. He will put that link up, I feel sure. And if you have not subscribed already. And then I'll be back on the great J-Man's channel on Monday night with Sean and J-Man at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, doing continuing our Legion of Superheroes review. Any of you comics fans out there that love the Long Live the Legion, please join us for that. We're having a great time doing that. And then after that, 9 p.m. Central, as all my shows here are, the channel are, join me for Monday Night Mark C Comics Talk. It'll be just an open comics talk thing. Had a great time all month last month celebrating Superman month. Now we're back to just all things comics. Tuesday night, it'll be time for another Clobberin Times members stream. Hang out with Clobby. I'll put the word out a lot more when it gets closer to it. But yes, going to have a little member stream. Just get you coming hanging out with me and just spend some time talking with the clobberer, the clobster, or whatever you want to call me. You can call me Clobby or anything. You can call me all kinds of stuff, and I'll probably just laugh.
I think you should go with my husband's name for you when you're on air. Clobbage.
Clobbage works too. I love it. So, but Clobby is the standard, the real name actually. It's called Clobby is my actual real name, folks. A lot of people don't know that.
It is.
Then wild card Wednesday night, back to the wild carding. Of course, anything goes on that night, and then there's the clubhouse with number one and chief engineer Mark We're reviewing, still reviewing Blake 7 and other things too. Blake 7 review and something else probably. Who knows what it'll be. And then on Friday nights, every Friday night, getting close to the end of our reviews on J-Man's channel for the Frank Miller seminal Daredevil run of the early 1980s. 7 p.m. Eastern, having a great time. Review comics here a lot if you're comics fans, if you've never been here before. And then, of course, with the great 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser on his channel with the Friday Night Comic Shop Boys. And, of course, you're here on Saturday Night Star Treks for this. I'm also on other channels. I hang out with Midnight's Edge After Dark, my great buddy Tom Connors on his amazing channel. He's a great dude. And he and that august buddy. And they are truly extraordinary friends. And so I'm there on Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 6 Central. And, yeah, all over the place. So I just wanted to do that. Now we'll do some show noties and shout outs, shall we? Let's no, we did the show notes. Now we do the shout outs. Sorry. I'm getting everybody written down because just how we roll up here. You friends in the chat mean the world to us. And so I like to make sure, especially on Saturday nights, other nights too, but especially on Saturday nights, that you get shouted out, that you know that we care about having you here. Because a lot of times we'll get to moving and doing our show, and we're going so fast we can't pay a lot of attention to the chat. We try, but so when we start out, we get everyone shouted out. So, all right. First, the wrenches, of course, the great wrenches we have here. The amazing Eric K., the wrencher of bronze wrencher. Hey, buddy, thanks again, bud. Really appreciate you. The great vindicator wrench of the Great White North. Chris Persia. Chris, I hope your dad feels better, buddy. I know if you're out there listening, man, get well soon. And best wishes to your pappy. D-Bud Martin, the wrench of iron. Yes, indeed. Always a great friend of the channel as well. The great Chief of Security for Saturday Night Star Trek, Lord Thoth, the God of Wrenching. Avon lives, long live the Legion, buddy. Shout out to the lovely Lady Thoth. J-Man, the wrench without fear. Maddie's daddy, Stephen Cal-El, the Super Wrench, Fanty Outsidey, the Rascalade Wrencher, Hungry Boy Master of the Claboni, Maximum Redstone, our Limerick Genius, and Music Meister, and of course, Triple Bullwinkle, the great Larry. And to anyone out there who is listening on the downloads or on a download or just out there lurking, either one, you are much appreciated. Thank you. We really are just happy that you're here.
And hello to everyone on X. Feel free to join us here on YouTube and jump in the chat at any time. You are more than welcome.
Absolutely, isness. So also here with us tonight, of course, is let's see. Legatus Legions. I hope I said it right. Legatus or Legatus Legions. I hope I said that correctly, and if I did not, I apologize.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I didn't know if I said it right, but I try. I try to say everything right if I can. Let's see. RN Feliciano, Raymond, and Sandra Feliciano.
You know what that means?
I know what that means.
King Dolphin TV.
In color. Yes. A Quinn Martin production. No, not really. All right, let's see. Where am I? Okay. Rennie L. Hey, Rennie. Lovely Rennie. FKHC.
Ooh,
Tim. What's up, Tim? Good to see you, buddy. Sorry. Let's see here. Putin's dog. What's up, you old space dog? Yeah, what's up? Well, and by the way, I want to tell you something, Putin's dog, if you hear him, if you're still here, buddy. I appreciate you being here. You're a card and you're fun. You like to. You said something about take a drink every time they call Neelix garbage. We don't call him garbage that often. We call him way worse than that. Just a little slight correction. We call him way worse than that most of the time. But no, look, you're having fun, and that's all that matters. So, hey, if you're having fun, we could take it. But we appreciate that. But again, just a correction. We rarely call him garbage. We call him scum, and way worse than that. So.
What could be worse than me spreading around the fact that he's Chicken Man and then having hundreds of people say, oh my God, yeah, he looks like a chicken. And then making all of these beautiful videos and memes and GIFs I mean, we're responsible for that.
Yeah. We're just having fun. And he is too, so that's good. As long as he's having fun, it's good.
Rob.
Bubba Doom 1, my friend. Hey.
Bubba Doom.
What is up, sir? Good to see you. All right, let's see who is next. The time scales.
Oh,
hey.
So good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
How you doing there? It's good to see you. What am I keep writing. I'm trying to write some stuff down, and then while I'm doing this, and I lose my concentration for a minute. What's that?
Oh, you could.
Is that name you're looking at? Don't worry.
We got a Bart. We have a Bart Simpson in the chat. It's really funny.
The name that we're not going to say?
Well, we could find a way of saying
No, I'm not going to say it.
What?
It's funny, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna...
No, we're not going to say it.
All right. Gwagnar. Yeah, buddy. Aloric Harrison. Good to see you, my friend.
Oh, and Alaric, I think you were asking earlier. Yeah, we can talk about Dune on the Clubhouse if you want. We can get that done because Clobby's one of Clobby's offspring is dragging him off to go and see Dune Part Two. Two
tomorrow.
So
hey,
yes,
that's her saying that, not me. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I take responsibility for my actions. Yeah, we could talk about that on the Clubhouse. We'd be more than happy to do that because you know what? We take requests.
Yes, we'll get to it. Dave C, buddy.
Dave!
The Tetrarch. What's up, Tetrarch?
So apathetic.
Go away, but I'm not telling you to go away. I just think your name is Go Away. I hope you hang out because we know who you are.
Away.
I know you are. No, don't go away.
Greetings.
Yeah. Claude Selling.
Good evening, Claude.
What's up, my friend? Let's see. DK Bones. Hello, DK Bones.
Ooh. Coming to us from Daytona Beach.
Who is?
DK.
Is he?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I want to be on Daytona Beach.
How do you know that?
Because I read the chat.
Okay, makes sense. He said it. So you're saying he said it. I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
So
well, it's kind of hard to read the chat because it whizzes by really quickly, but I've trained myself over the years. Right. We've been doing this for 3 years now, and so now my eyes just...
Right.
Yeah.
Sander Hammerslag.
Sander!
Hey. The great enigmatic dropper.
Hey, erudite bear. Watch that space for some mic dropping reviews.
Janet from another planet. Damn it. Janet, I love you. Hey, Janet.
Janet. Did you know that Interplanet Janet is a galaxy girl?
I do now. And always have. Jamalama, baby, in my Jamalama ding. Sorry. I just like that song, Subi. Penny, another nice lady. All right, Penny. Good to see you, Penny.
Oh, Penny?
She means that in a nice way.
Yeah, she always requests it.
Oh, good. Rob Altus.
Rob.
Hey, Michael Beacom, what's up, buddy? And shout out to you and the wonderful Cassandra.
Michael and Cassandra Beacom, I love you too. Good evening.
Joe Dog, buddy. Oh. Let's see here. Again, welcome, Jesus Davila. I hope I'm saying, I didn't see if he answered me earlier if I said it right or not. But again, thank you for that gift. Appreciate it.
Very nice to meet you.
Brogu from my old hometown.
Brogu!
What's up, buddy?
Good evening, sir.
The great JT Kirok.
He is Kirok.
RRTNZ. What's up, RR?
Good evening, sir.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Appreciate that, man. Thank you again.
Thank you, DK Bones.
Palamies million.
And the pepperoni.
Hope the pupper's doing all right.
Yes, he is.
Jeff Morris.
Good evening, Jeff.
Mars Monkey Max.
Mars Monkey Max.
Look who's here. Sean Carter.
Sean Carter from Mars.
He's not really from Mars, folks.
No, don't listen to him. Sean Carter.
He is from Mars.
Mars.
Mr. Angel, what's up, Chef?
Evening, Chef.
He says, Mr. Angel says, invite Nerd Cookies for a stream about Dune. Okay.
I love Elaine. Elaine is a very sweet person. I've known her for a few years now.
Oh, you know her. Okay. I don't really know her, but I know of her. Very kind
person.
And she does know some Dune, from what I understand. I saw her.
She does.
I think she was on FNT last night, as a matter of fact. I don't know why she want to come on over here, but yeah, there you go.
Oh, she'll never be too big for all of her friends. Elaine is a very down to earth and very kind person.
Cool.
Yeah.
Melted Copper. What's up, my friend?
Melted
Good to see
Copper.
You. Dudu's name I'm not gonna say, but you know why. Hey.
It's a good name.
It is
total. It's a Bart prank name. And it's funny.
Oh, it's a good one. I like it, but I'm not gonna say it.
Do you know that like the first time that Dixon Cider went to Friday Night Frolics, that I spit my drink when I heard DC say his name?
Yep.
Hysterical.
Oh, nice. Lisa is here.
Lisa.
And of course, also Pop Culture Republic. What's up, dude?
Pop, pop, pop.
Michael Beacom says, Sean Carter saying he is not from Mars. It's just what someone would say if they were from Mars. It didn't want anyone to know. Yes,
true.
That's what I say.
True,
Sean. What do you say to that, Mr. Sean Carter? Your cover blown.
DK Bones, I do have Science Fiction Tales Volume 1 on sale right now at Barnes & Noble and also Amazon. But if, there are a lot of people self-publishing right now, and you don't have to dive all the way in. You could buy my stories a la carte, meaning that you can get them for 99 cents and figure out if you even like my writing. So they're all available on Amazon. And thank you so much for your support, and I hope you enjoy them. Please let me know. My readers mean the world to me. So thank you.
Maddie's daddy's here. What's up, buddy?
Maddie's daddy. Kiss Maddie for me, please.
And who popped in? Oh, John Shaggy Ropa. Say, buddy.
Reagan?
That too. And Blunt Plunk Reviews. What's up, Blunt?
Blunt Reviews.
Member chat for 13 months. Thank you. Blunt, good to see you. Says, my club, my crew, my people, best hang out on the net. Oh, you're too kind. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Feelings mutual. Feelings mutual.
Words. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, bud. Appreciate you. Let's see. Where were I? Okay. So let's. I guess we'll get we'll get down to business then. How about it? Since they went to all that trouble to make these Voyager episodes, at least we could do.
They didn't do that much trouble.
Is review them, huh? It wasn't easy to make them. So let's go ahead and. All right. What is Saturday Night Star Trek? For those who are new, it's very simple. It is in January of the beginning of January. In other words, the beginning of 2021. My wonderful first officer and I took on the perilous mission of reviewing all of Star Trek, only real Star Trek, of course, 66 through 2005. The 735 as number one determined that segments as. Only real Star Trek. Anything after 2005 is corporate filthy sludge, and we don't count it. We don't consider it real Trek. We reject it. Well, thank you, RR, for the super chat. You're too kind. RR says,
read it.
Just saw Dune 2 when Paul cried, I am Iron Man, as he used the wave motion gun to destroy the Cylons and save Hogwarts from Boba Fett. I cried. Wow.
Does anyone have a tissue? RRTNZ.
Larry's here.
Oh, the man's so nice. You should say his name twice, perhaps thrice. Larry, I love you.
Hey, Larry. Thank you, buddy. He says, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. He says, life is a rock, but the radio rolled me.
Love you, Larry.
We have now, for those who are wondering, in case you're just new to us, we first, starting in 2021, reviewed Star Trek, the original series, then the animated series, the original crew films, Star Trek The Next Generation, the TNG films, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and now we're going to smack nab in the middle of season 5 of Star Trek Voyager. We usually do 4 episodes a week, and we have 4 for you tonight. One is a 2-parter. Hey, Cassandra.
Michael Beacon's beautiful wife is here. Good evening, Cassandra.
Good
it is so nice to see you.
Absolutely great to see you, Cassandra. So, we have 4 episodes tonight, and what we do is we read up a bit of number 1 reads us a bit of a summary of the episode. We will discuss it a bit, we will rate it, and then we turn it over to our wonderful chat and let you all, those who've watched it and cared to comment, give your rating and any words you may have to say about the episode. So let us get started, shall we?
Let's do it!
First episode of the evening is called Gravity. Go for it, number 1.
Yeah, Gravity is season 5, episode 13. Now, if you're following along in the celebration or the companion, this is production code 205. And if you're really looking for information on Voyager, you really should be using those 2 books. You should know that the Memory Alpha is no longer usable by true Star Trek fans. It is loaded with filth. It's just poopy diapers floating around in a sea of crap. So,
hey, number 1, wait a minute. The time scale said that he can't get the video stream, and he's heading out. Is anyone else having a problem getting our video?
What the heck? What the heck? What the heck?
You're all seeing us and everything? The video fine? Mark, do you know anything about that?
Simply Steve!
Hey, Simply Steve, what's up, brother? I just want to be sure. I guess
Eric is everything's fine. So is Mark. Mars Monkey Max says everything's a-okay.
All right. So I'm sorry about that. If you're still listening to the time scales, I'm sorry that happened.
5 here, says Michael.
Okay, Beacon. Everybody. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Mark. Yeah. Well, okay. Thank you all. Just want to be sure since you said that. Sorry about that. Number 1. Continue, please.
Oh no, that's okay. It's just me taking an opportunity to poke at Memory Alpha because it's crap.
Go for it.
Yeah. So if you're looking for information on this, really look to the original source material, and that would be the Voyager Companion or the Voyager Celebration. Now, this episode first aired on February 3rd. 1999, and some of us have been watching it and rewatching it since then. That's me. I should also let you all know right off the hop that Nick Sagan wrote this episode, and so I cannot be trusted in how I'm about to review it. Moreover, if you didn't have a chance to, if you're new here, I want you to know I'm going to read a summary from Wikipedia, not only because, it's free and don't have to worry about copyright, but it's short and sweet. Okay, so if you haven't watched the episodes, don't worry. You don't have to watch the episode. I'll refresh your memory as a Trekkie. So don't think to yourself, oh God, this is ridiculous. I won't be able to jump in. You will be able to jump in. I will be reading it extemporaneously, which means I haven't read it before. And it's usually shite writing. So, saddle up, lock and load. This is an entirely organic show, and it's just a bunch of Trekkies. I describe it as a mini Star Trek convention every Saturday night, hosted by CLOBBERIN. So let's do this.
Hey, Parker Luck.
Parker Luck! Okay, let's do this. From Wikipedia, the crap encyclopedia. Tuvok, Tom Paris, and the Doctor are stranded on a planet where, unknown to them, time is moving faster than it is in the rest of the universe. While Tuvok searches the surrounding area, Paris remains behind to try to establish communications with Voyager, which they increasingly expect to be long gone. An alien female robs them of much-needed equipment and leaves, but is quickly attacked by a small hunting group of another species. Tuvok disarms the group and brings the female back to the damaged shuttle for medical attention. With the assistance of the Doctor, Paris and Tuvok learn to communicate with a woman named Nos, who has been trapped on the planet for nearly 14 seasons. Meanwhile, the crew of the Voyager find the gravimetric distortion that the away team's shuttle went into. A probe is launched Did you know that Klingons don't allow themselves to be probed? A probe is launched to determine if contact could be made. However, the situation is complicated by the arrival of an alien salvage team bent on closing the distortion, an action which would crush everything within it, including Tuvok, Paris, and Nos. Okay, so that's totally inaccurate. That's not actually what's happening. The native species that are indigenous to this area actually want to close this distortion because it's sucking their ships in, and they've lost so many people that they've now just determined it needs to be closed before anybody else dies. They're not interested in getting into it or trying to rescue anyone.
Right.
Now back to the crap. During their time on the planet, Nos develops an attraction to Tuvok. He initially ignores the attraction due to an incident with another female years ago that forced him to retreat to a Vulcan master in an attempt to purge his emotions. The Kolinar. The lack of mutual attraction angers Nos. That's also not true. There is 100% attraction there. So whomever wrote this, and I actually know who you are now because I looked it up, you're a nincompoop. Let's keep going. Janeway and the crew determined that by using the probe's relays, a signal can be sent to the emergency beacon Paris activated and use it as a transporter link. They also determined that a disruption in the sinkhole causes time to pass quickly for the away team. For every 0.4744 of a second for the Voyager crew, a minute would pass for Tuvok and Paris. With the aliens ahead of schedule in their efforts to close the sinkhole, Janeway orders a message sent to the beacon with beam-out instructions. Staged at a damaged spacecraft used by Nos, the stranded officers received the message. Okay, whomever wrote that, you need to go into the agony booth on Set It and Forget It. Despite a last-minute attack by a large group of aliens, everyone is able to be beamed off the planet and out of the sinkhole. It is the first time they had set foot on the ship in over 2 months. From Janeway, that's not true. It's 3 months. Stop reading IMDb and then writing your little article. It's 3 months, not 2 months. From Janeway and the others' viewpoint, they were only missing for 2 days. Moreover, that is also an inaccurate account because they don't beam out everyone from the sinkhole. They only beam out their own people. Before Nos returns to her homeworld, she and Tuvok privately conduct a mind meld, silently and telepathically, sharing their feelings for each other. And that's also not true. Tuvok does a mind meld so that she can understand his entire world, his entire being, and so he does not have to express his love for her. He wants to kick it, he wants to kick it in a way where he won't have to say the words. And that's all Wikipedia has to say about the episode. Boss, tell me what you think of Gravity.
Well, first of all, let's say some hellos. Taylor Swift is not really Matt G, even though she is. Hello, Matt.
Matt G.
Hey. Cam's crush.
Cam,
Crash Courses. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Katie. Hey, Katie.
Hey.
Yeah, it's Katie. She's watching, doing some stuff. So, yeah, leave her. If you want, Katie, you can just send your reviews over to me on Twitter, and I'll read them. I'll read yours if you do it because you're doing something. So, but feel free, just send them over there if you want. This way, that way you don't have to mess with the chat and how annoying it is putting stuff in there. So, if you feel like it, whatever you want to do is fine. So, all right, let's see.
Larry, okay. Exactly. He wants to kick it in the brain.
I'm usually not really all that fond of the stranded type episodes that they do on on this show, especially more than any other show. It seems like, I guess, right? But I thought it was an okay story. It was good. I mean, it was an interesting idea, the way they were, the thing they were trapped in. We got to see. I got a kick out of seeing what's his name from Games to Triskelion. I always forget that guy's name, but we had a guy who's been
Joseph Ruskin.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool. He was on DS9 as a Klingon. Hey, Dad, man, what's up, buddy?
Dad man, Clan.
Always get a kick out of seeing that guy. He's all over the place. And he's been on a lot of other TV shows and stuff too, by the way. He was in one of my couple of my favorite movies too back in the 60s. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I thought it was a pretty interesting idea, and they don't like the romances and stories stuff like that. But it wasn't really a romance because there was no romance really going on. Mazeris,
Maze, how's it going?
And so, yeah, and I thought it's the kind of thing I can definitely feel kind of bad for her. I'll also say something about that actor that played young Tuvok. They picked the guy that kid made me believe he was young Tuvok. That kid really looks like he's young Tim Ross to me.
But he's a horrible actor.
I guess. I don't know. I guess I didn't get to see him enough to find out or to care. I just thought it looked like him to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, remember, I don't know. I got a thing about people playing Vulcans when you're supposed to be showing no emotion and you don't have time to flesh out the character. But Ruskin's always cool. Anyway, so I found it to be an okay story. Nothing I really write home about for me personally, but I thought it was pretty interesting and overall an interesting idea and fairly well done and well acted all around. So it's an okay episode in my opinion. But go ahead.
Okay, so this is going to shock everyone because this kind of review coming from me, they are few and far between. I usually only like 1 or 2 episodes per season because a lot of it is shite. However, you all know how I feel about Carl Sagan, and I love Nick Sagan, and I think that he is marvelous here. Not only is this his short story, but he adapted it. This is his teleplay. Now, Brian Fuller got his dirty little mitts in there, and you all know I don't like Brian Fuller. Well, at least not what he adds to Star Trek. I just don't. I'm sorry. I have nothing against him personally. It's just that's a no-go for me. But Nick Sagan is always welcome in my heart. So I consider this episode to be among the best on offer from Voyager. And that's saying a lot because there is not a lot of good in Voyager. There just isn't. But here, I always enjoy this story. Now, if you're new around here, I've been watching Star Trek for over 45 years. I begin rewatching all 735 iterations of Star Trek every year on January 1st. So I've watched this episode quite a lot. Scuba Pete, what's up, buddy? So
by the way, R gave us. Let me get that out of the way real quick. So good.
Did he send a gift to you?
Thank you so much for that, RTNZ. They said the STD crew make us look like Captain Kirk. Well, no, I'm not gonna defend the STD crew. So there you go.
No.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
So here are my notes.
Okay.
Young Tuvok, Leroy D. Brazil, is a truly awful actor. Wow. I have watched elementary school plays that have better acting. Just absolutely wretched, completely horrible actor. You can tell why he didn't become a big star. It'd be better if we just dubbed over him like the old kung fu movies. He's terrible. Like, kid, I'm sorry. And then, of course, I had to write in yelling all caps in my notes, Tank Girl!
Tank Girl!
Yeah. Nos was punched on the left side of her face, not the right side of her face. So when they show her bruise, it's important to note that the bruise is on the wrong side of the face. Nos is overly gifted with languages, but we're not sure what species she is. So this is okay with me. It works for me. It's also when they explain that they've been there for 3 months that it becomes okay. I, of course, love when our doctor says, I'm a doctor, not a battery. And I love his cadence. Next
I'm a doctor, not a battery.
Yeah, I'm a doctor, not a battery.
Thanks,
and
Mark.
thank you for that, Chief Engineer Mark D.
Thanks, Mark.
C.
I didn't do that, by the way. He did.
I know, it was terrific. The fiction in the science is believable here, and it is well written. It gives us just enough to say, oh, perhaps if I were a physicist, I could rationalize this, but not enough for us to go, oh, that's ridiculous. That's science fantasy. And unfortunately, the shite writing on this show, that's usually the case, but it's not the case here because we have Carl Sagan's son present, and he's just wonderful. Tuvok and Nos are believable and have great sexual chemistry. This is not something that is typical on Star Trek TNG, the DS9, or Voyager. It's usually so puke-inducing that it's vile. Do you know what I mean? Where I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Most of the romance in Star Trek after TOS is like watching an aged and dirty mama bird feeding her unfeathered baby bird. That's what the French kissing looks like. There's no chemistry. It's puke-inducing. It's just complete and utter. But here we actually have some chemistry, and that is due to Lori Petty. Lori Petty is beautiful.
Yes.
She's sweet. She's lovely. And not only that, just her eye, the way the whole way she puts herself into a character with her beautiful eyes and her longingness. I just love her. This story has meaning because instead of turning it into a romance, we're really engaging with what Sarek went through with Amanda. And we're also really looking at the idea of when do you give up and move on? So if you find yourself stranded somewhere and you're probably going to die and you find a way of surviving, when do you give up and when do you move on? And being stranded in the Delta Quadrant, we're finally beginning to come to grips with that in a serious adult way. And it's because it's not Minosky handling it. It's not Fuller handling it. It's not Braga handling it. They're all nincompoops when it comes to Star Trek. It's because we have Nick Sagan handling it, right? Love is a kind of insanity. I love this, but passion and infatuation are not love. Passion and infatuation are insanity, but not love. Love is a beautiful thing. Tom says 2 months at the end of the show. It's actually 3 months. It's said earlier in the episode, and we know this. I also want everyone to know that I always well up at the mind meld, and it is because of Lori Petty. There are flaws in this presentation. There are flaws in this story, but it's probably just all due to Brian Fuller. This is really a beautiful short story written by Nick Sagan and a wonderful teleplay written by Nick Sagan. I don't know how he got it past this writer's room full of idiots. And so it's just marvelous. It's not perfect, but it's marvelous. And I'd like to give it an A+, but I can't. I got to give it an A- because it does have a few of those downsides, right? I don't like the fact that they got the punch wrong. I don't like the fact that the young actor, the Leroy de Brazil, is absolutely so awful that you're just like, geez, wow. I would rather watch a Christmas play at a kindergarten over and over and over again than watch that guy on screen. So it's an A- for me, boss. And that's all I got to say.
By the way, hello to DJ Ronnie J.
DJ Ronnie G.
What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome. I guess I liked it as well. I definitely give it a B+. It's a good episode. It's like the
so we're very close. B+.
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, I give it a B+. I thought it was just as, I guess, just to see a story that I can get behind and find very interesting and not have too many issues with is always kind of a relief with this series. So, yeah, I thought it was a pretty well done story. Very well told story as well. Gotta love Lori Petty. The kid didn't bother me like he bothered you. He was passable. But
how many times have you watched this episode?
This is probably maybe either second or third. So
okay. You need to watch it as much as me. And then when Leroy comes on screen, you could just be like, please, God.
I got to be honest with you. I thought it was good. I really never need to watch it again. I have no burning desire. Nothing against. I mean, I'm not being serious here. I think it was pretty good, but I could do without ever having to watch a lot of these episodes again. And that's one that if I did, it would be fine. But like I said, I'm not really that big on the stranded trope that they do so much on the show.
And Voyager isn't very good in general,
But
so.
no, I mean, anyway. But anyway, no, I thought this was a very good one. Now, all right, folks, please. Let's see, I forgot. Where is it? Oh, here we go. All right, now for your reviews.
The word is given.
Turing machine.
And while we're waiting on that, Turing machine's here.
Turing
Good.
machine is here.
While we're waiting on that, we have what is it?
I always thought that beneath that cold Vulcan exterior lay even colder Vulcan interior. But now, I'm convinced you're a hopeless romantic.
There is no need to insult me, Mr. Paris.
So let's see what we got up in here for some reviews, folks, from you, our good friends in the chat. Bubba Doom, member for 14 months. Thank you for that. Member chat says, "Forgive me, this is the longest review I've written." That's okay. I mean, if you could keep them relatively low, we appreciate it. But do what you got to do. Hey, Value of Nothing.
Value of Nothing is here. And I also just wanted to say that our good friend Penny, who tunes in to us every night, like we're a part of her daytime and nighttime routine, she's leaving. Everyone, could you please say goodnight to Penny? Penny, thank you so much for being a loyal listener and such a great friend to one and all. Good night.
And Nighthawk is here. Hello, Nighthawk.
Good evening.
Nighthawk. I should say Nighthawk 9. Nighthawk 9. I don't know if we've seen you in here before, but you may have been here. I'm old, have memory problems, but good. It is good to see you, Nighthawk 9, and everyone come forward with your reviews if you could. And Penny, have a wonderful night, my dear. All right, let's see what we got. Penny gave it a B+. Okay, cool. Let's see. The Gwag Man gave it a great incomplete. I got about 15 minutes in and asked myself why I was watching it. Gave up and switched to the next Voyager episode. This episode was not for me. Well, Gwag, I understand.
Okay, Gwag.
We'll have to give you an incomplete, just this one.
That's all right.
GK Bones gives it a B-. Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
Value of Nothing gives it I'm sorry. Nighthawk 9 gave it a 2 out of 5, I think. Okay, Nighthawk. Well, thanks for being here, by the way. Again, Value of Nothing is F. I couldn't believe Tuvok would do this.
Okay.
Thank you. These are all the reviews we got so far. Anybody else ready to review this episode? Okay. RR says Gravity review. It gives a good premise, but mediocre execution. Lauren Petty, it's great. Why take the irreplaceable EMH on away missions? I don't know if they ever explained why they took him. Anyway, because everyone loves Picardo. That's why, of course. Yeah, they needed him in the episode. Silly but entertaining. B-. Thank you, RR. All right, let's see. As soon as we get your whole review in there, Bubba, we'll get it done. Let's see. Sander Hammerslag. This is like says B+. Sorry. Sander, thank you. Lisa says Voyager has no Doctor or Tom on board. Glad no one got hurt. Tuvok seemed a bit old, needing extra tutoring over such passion, being a Vulcan and all. Mind meld was nice. Enjoyed the temporal distortion idea, but no rating there from Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Oops, sorry. Okay, she gave it a D. Oh wow. Okay, gave it a D. All righty. Let's see. Michael Beacom says, C. Seriously, why do Voyager shuttles have landing gear pods? I don't know. Their lack of actual shuttles landing as opposed to crashing makes them superfluous. My joy of Joseph Ruskin as a Vulcan. Yes, that was cool. I mean, I like that guy for some reason. Yes. A lot better when he was Galt.
Gamesters of
Triskelion. Yes. Is offset by how he was wasted. The flashbacks feel like an unsold pilot for young Tuvok. As if it is as it is mirrored unsatisfactory A plot, B plot pacing. Oh, I got you. I enjoyed attempting to load science elements. Hang on. But again, they were not integrated well. And when did Janeway become a gravitic expert to compensate for it on the fly? Obvious attempt to bolster Janeway when previously supercasts of 7 of 9. Let's see here. Would have saved the ship. They still do not completely understand Vulcans as evidenced in their attempts to mirror Spock's reactions only to show Tuvok and Paris are no Spock and McCoy. Okie dokie. Let's see. Maddie's daddy says A-. It borrows from the Galileo 7 and all our yesterdays, and I didn't like it at first, but as the episode went on, it grew on me. I don't usually like Lori Petty, but she brought her A game.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, I hear you, buddy. I agree.
I pretty much feel the exact same way about the episode.
I agree with that.
Of everything that Steve just said is exactly how I feel.
Yeah, I actually agree with that absolutely too. So, thank you, buddy. Hope you and Maddie are doing well, brother. The great Janet Kid Richard says, "See, another shuttle is lost." They're to call. I mean, they got like 1,000 shuttles. Time to get another out of the Pym particle closet. Exactly, that's where they keep it. And equivalent of a 18-year-old human or so Vulcan would have full control of his emotions, not unhinged. Yeah. Was he 18? Whatever. Yeah. I guess he was a young teen for sure. How come the best pilot in Starfleet keeps crashing? Well, the gravity well thing, he made it. I don't know, but yeah, he does. How come the shuttles do not have full med kits? What happened to the universal translator on every badge? I don't know. That you got me, buddy. Did both Tom and Tuvok get damaged? Good point. Amazing how she learned Vulcan and English. I don't know, sir. I'm afraid I just don't know. Okay, Baba Doom 1 says he gives it a D. He says, do all Vulcans need to be rebels?
Mm-hmm.
Cybok rebel, Spock rebel, Spock a rebel, Sarek rebellious streak.
Mm-hmm.
Those I can get behind. Well, Paul became a rebel. The more they're exposed to humans, they sure get that way.
Mm-hmm.
Sakona, Quark's fling with a
Yes.
DS9 episode Maquis rebel. Yeah, good.
Oh yeah, her
good
being
point.
a Maquis rebel just it
Got
irks me, but
That irked me. Yeah,
he makes a great point. That's what I was saying. It's not flawless. It's not. It's not.
No. But no, I understand what you're saying. The Vulcan in the TNG episode Gambit rebel, Vulcan ambassador to Pell from the TNG episode Data's Day rebel.
Yeah.
Wow, Data's Day. Oh my goodness! Wow, I didn't even think about it.
It's true.
Does every Vulcan with speaking role need to be a rebel?
It
could be like Saval. That's something. Bubba Doom nicely figured out there. I didn't even remember occurred to me. I think this look into Tuvok's backstory was a huge missed opportunity. They could have done something interesting. Tuvok, rebel and a rat. Tuvok, rebel and a rat.
Fee just walks through the door, boss.
What? Oh my goodness, is Fiona here?
Fee!
Hey, Princess Fiona,
I'm so excited you're here.
Always great to have you here, Fiona. Hope you're doing well tonight, but yeah. He says the guest stars save the episode. I've had an odd fan crush on Lori Petty, low rent Cyndi Lauper. For years.
This is not a lie. No lies detected.
She was cute in this episode and deserved more. Joseph Ruskin is a great character. I mean, he's a great actor for sure. Yeah, he is leader of the gamesters of. He is chief drill thrall of the leaders of the gamesters of Triskelion, and I screwed it up. His filmography is a fun read. He was even in one of my favorite movies, The Magnificent Seven. DS9, Voyager, he even played in, this is where I recognized it from, it's been driving me nuts for years, the TOS, the Gamesters of Triskelion, certainly did. Certainly. He was also in an episode of, you guessed it, Mrs. Columbo. Chef's Kiss, Mr. Ruskin. Also, Tubix did nothing wrong. Yes, he did.
Bubba Doo.
All right. The great enigmatic one himself. The enigmatic drop bear says B+. A lost planet with limited resources and an interstellar sinkhole that sucks in the ships and where time is relatively compressed. This is a great foundation for a Star Trek story.
Nick Sagan.
Yep. Throw a Vulcan into the mix and explore their suppressed emotions, showing us there is more nuance to their species. They are more than the archetype of two-dimensional rationalists.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Indeed. Further, this was a move away from a plot-driven story to a more character-driven story, and that's good. That's a good thing for Voyager.
Yes.
There should be a lot more of this.
Yes.
Interesting.
And with this quality of acting.
Yes, that would
Except
help.
for the kid.
Except for the
Leroy.
kid. I knew you were going to say that. The negatives. Tom was entirely unconvincing, which is a shame, as his performance detracts from the gravitas of the story.
Agreed.
Tim Russ's performance, on the other hand, was nuanced and quite superb.
This is true.
How did Nas so quickly learn English? I didn't know. Why didn't they communicate using her language? I mean, I guess they could have. Did think maybe they fixed the universal transfer, just translated?
Well,
forgot. Anyway,
what they indicate is that over the 3-month period,
she learned.
like they got started using the doctor. So if you break the episode up, it's pretty much like, so they say it's 3 months. So I would say about a month of it, we get the doctor teaching them all what her language is, but then they shut them off to conserve energy.
Right.
I'm a doctor, not a battery.
Why didn't they communicate using her language? Why didn't the aliens change their plans once Voyager proved a rescue was possible?
Right.
Well
and
done.
they didn't even want to rescue their own
you,
people. And why did
they were
Janeway
jerks.
leave all those people on the planet to die?
They were jerks. Leave
Put
who?
them in a cargo bay.
What?
Beam them to the alien ship. Why did she let everyone die?
What are you talking about? The other people who were down there? How could she get them out? How could she get them out?
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean,
I don't know. They maybe had a limited opportunity just to get the few people that they could. It was tough to beam through that thing.
So like only, I guess because
they had a pretty limited window, especially since those jerks were about to blow everything up.
Yeah, still like you beam them all.
Oh well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Sean Carter from Mars with a super chat. Thank you so much. Very kind, buddy. I appreciate that. He says, I actually did a quick interweb search, and some say Voyager crashed or lost up to 24 shuttles.
Yeah.
Something tells me the word shut is misspelled. I think they're past that already at this point, but I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mars Monkey Max says B+. Let's see. Well, first, I just want to say that I enjoyed Tuvok's teacher. The younger Tuvok sucked at acting. Agreed. I enjoyed the actual Tuvok's portrayal.
Me too.
Tom was whiny and aggravating. Come on, it's not like he doesn't already something Tuvok thinks.
What?
No. Oh, I guess already
what
know.
Tuvok thinks.
Know what? I'm not something what Tuvok thinks. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that was.
Everywhere I'm looking now, like all of the, you know how there's autocorrect. Well, there's also autocomplete, and it seems like all of the social media companies, the empires, have ramped up their use of AI for autocomplete. So now I find that it's actually trying to guess whole sentences for me and getting it hysterically wrong. So yeah, I think that might have been what that was said there.
Okay.
So I hope we got it close.
I'm not a Lori Petty fan. She acted like a lost puppy, as if she went from being a child to a grown woman in 2 days, like Tom Hanks in Big. Let's see. The overall story wasn't bad. It reminded me a lot of Enemy Mine for some reason. So they got it. That got at some points done. Thank you, MMM. Appreciate you so much. And
I love Enemy Mine. It's a gooder.
That is a good movie. Rating D minus, says the great Simply Steve. Says title. Gravity.
Instead of gravity.
Your mind is mine now, miss. Show me a good time. Wow. All right, Steve-O. Now the great chief engineer says we get many reviews tonight for some reason. We got a lot of people here. I don't know. It's weird. A lot of people didn't want to review it. It still seems less than usual. Am I wrong?
Well, sometimes we have over 100
I don't
messages.
know. Well, that's cool.
That's a
No
lot.
problem. No problem.
I do have. Do you want to? Can you set Mark aside for a second, please?
I'm setting him aside like a
Yes, please.
bad
sweetheart,
habit.
Because FIFA faux fam.
Oh, there we go. Fiona. Hey.
My
Thank you.
fee.
Hey, Fiona.
Hey,
She said, I'll be right there. Sorry, Mark. Why do they feel the need to say Tuvok initially ignores the attraction due to an incident with another female rather than he's a Vulcan?
That's true.
That's a very good point. Because they wanted to have that little flashback, but which even though I didn't mind it much, in spite of how Raquel didn't like the actor, the kid, we got to see that. And besides, it was cool seeing Ruskin. But I see your point. It was really not even necessary to the story.
No,
but I guess it helped them fill the story more. They didn't have to add. It helped them. I don't want to say it was filler, but it distracted them from having to put a lot more stuff. Those minutes. With that, with their quote unquote B story or sub,
true.
Subplot, whatever, took up more time.
It wasn't needed. Just cut all that out.
No, you could, but you had to do something else.
Could you do me a favor, please, sweetheart? Would
What's
you
that?
please add Anonymous to our list of folks who showed up tonight? Everyone say hello to Anonymous, but just know that he cannot respond because he's just doing the lurk tonight. So
that's okay.
Just waving hello to him from everyone in the chat. Anonymous, do not feel obligated to say hello to everyone. I know it can be hard to say hello to 55 or 60 people all at once.
We'll do it for you, buddy.
Yeah. And there is someone who is leaving. I just missed it. Who's leaving? Someone's leaving. I think it is Pop Culture Republic. Yes, Pop. Pop Culture Republic is leaving for the evening. Good night, Pop.
Have a good one, Pop. Take care, man.
Sorry about that, boss.
Not a problem. Where were I? Oh, okay. Fiona says, why do they feel the need? Okay, that's right. He's Vulcan. They simply don't do that. The more, more ruining of Vulcans. I got you. Thank you. I just love Lori Petty, even though her voice grates on me.
Yes.
The episode was watchable, which is more than I can say for Dune 2 Electric Boogaloo. She gives it a C.
It's a very high mark from V for Voyager.
I'll be seeing Dune 2 tomorrow. And it's not my fault.
Part poo.
Against my will.
Two.
Not my fault, though. I'm innocent in this. I'm innocent.
It's your offspring to blame.
Yeah. Let's see. The great chief engineer on the balcony with a C says,
I'm a doctor, not a battery.
Tank Girl was very good in this episode. It doesn't work without her quality acting. Is the most dangerous place in the galaxy on a Voyager shuttlecraft? Yeah. Yes, it is. Sometimes the B story is a waste of time, but at least in this case, it made sense as a vehicle for the crew to be trapped, and the time warp helped explain Tuvok's relationship with Nos. Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left. Well.
Enigmatic Drop Bear has said something to you in the chat. It's just a follow-up. Yeah.
He said, thank you, ED, said they could have cut that out and expanded on the hostility of the environment and the desperation of their situation. More conflict with the aliens would have been a plus, too. I agree with that, because here's the thing about that is, I agree with AD, actually, a good point. we already know that Tuvok is married. But he has been away from his wife for a long time, and we all know that Vulcans have emotions; they just suppress them. So it just could have been the same exact thing without those flashbacks, and him just dealing with it because he did it anyway. He never let anything happen, did he?
Yeah, cut the kid out. Cut the crap out. Cut the kid out.
We don't need a childhood incident to explain why he was being a Vulcan in the first place about it.
Probably Brian Fuller's suggestion. I bet you it wasn't even Nick's idea. Wish they were here so I could ask them.
We could ask Nick probably. We'll write him somewhere. Find him on YouTube and ask him. I mean, find him on X and see if we can find him and ask him. So, anyway. So, are we ready for our next episode?
We ready.
All right, folks. Our next episode is Bliss.
Yes, this is Bliss. Season 2, episode 14. If you're following along in the companion or the celebration, it's production code 209. We all started watching this for the first time on February 10th, 1999. Let's stay copyright compliant, shall we? I'm going to be reading from Wikipedia, the suffering succotash encyclopedia that is user-generated and often blows goats. Let's keep going. Plot. Crew members 7 of 9 and Ensign Tom Paris return to Voyager from an away mission with young Naomi Wildman. They soon learn that the crew believes they have found a wormhole leading directly back to Earth. 7 is immediately suspicious and secretly reviews Captain Catherine Janeway's logs. Wow, whoever worded it that way, nobody should be inspecting Janeway's logs. Janeway's earlier logs indicate finding a wormhole that was giving off deceptive readings. The later logs, I mean, come on, enough. Like, are we going to have a sip of tequila every time you say logs as though it's poop? Appear to dismiss those concerns, with Janeway directing the ship toward it without concern, believing to have obtained communications from Starfleet directing them through it. Almost a nonsensical sentence. This person needs a Klingon pain stick inserted somewhere. 7 continues investigating the wormhole, but finds the crew blocking her efforts. The astrometrics lab is taken offline, supposedly to conserve power, and her communications with an alien named Katai, I think that's whatever, it's made up, warning them away from the anomaly, are cut short. 7 realizes she and Naomi are the only ones enthusiastic about returning to Earth. 7 has no memory of Earth, and Naomi has never seen it. The crew report continually receiving unbelievably upbeat and happy messages from Earth. Janeway's former fiancé has ended his engagement with another woman. Neelix is being made an ambassador. And Paris is offered his dream job. The doctor agrees with 7's assessment that the crew is being manipulated. The crew take the doctor offline and attempt to place 7 into stasis, telling her it will prevent attracting the Borg with their passage. 7 evades them and erects a force field in engineering while attempting to halt the ship, but the crew knocks 7 out. No, the crew do not knock 7 out. Janeway electrocutes her through a communications a panel through her LCARs. 7 wakes to find that Voyager has entered the anomaly that appears to be a massive bioorganism digesting the ship's hull. You've heard this one before, right? Dun-um, dun-um. The remaining crew have been knocked unconscious. 7 makes contact with Qatar or Kate, whose ship is also trapped inside the anomaly. Kate reveals they are inside a creature that telepathically tricks a crews to enter it in order to consume their starships. He has been trying to destroy the creature for years since it killed his wife and family. After reactivating, the Doctor, 7, and Kate are able to force the creature to eject both ships by igniting some of Voyager's antimatter with Kate's weapons. The plan appears to be effective. Both ships free from the creature, but Kate asserts they are still inside the creature and that their escape is what 7 desired and the creature is influencing her mind. They repeat that procedure and are successfully ejected. Voyager's crew returned to consciousness and set a course to the Alpha Quadrant, first releasing a line of beacons to warn other vessels away from the creature. Kate is seen sighing and returning to the creature, presumably having chosen to return to a life of delusional captivity or to continue fighting it. Okay, whoever wrote this, and I actually know who you are because it was in the news, stop writing. Just stop. Stop. It's not needed. Writing like this, it's just not worth it. Clobby, please tell me what you thought of Bliss.
Sorry. I'd rather eat candy, but if you want me to talk about it.
Malachi D.
Hey.
Wildman.
Malachi,
Malachi, how's it going? Oh my God. Ooba dooba.
is he
Pass
here?
the tequila. Please drink responsibly. Ooba dooba.
Hey, what's up, Herc?
Call Ephraim Cochran. It's tequila time. Herc 130 is here.
Is he is Malachi related to Naomi Wildman?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Are you the father?
Well,
Are you the father?
is there anything further, Fighter? Anything further, Fighter? That can't be right. Isn't there anything further, Fighter? Sorry, it's a Groucho thing. Sorry. All right. So, man, where do I begin on this one? Just,
God.
the great. I want to always shout out the great W. Morgan Shepherd. He's a great actor.
Yeah,
I always
he's
like him.
awesome. He's a
Guy's
legend.
always good. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always cool, and he was good in this. What little we got to see of him. The idea, while extraordinarily derivative, I mean, these guys read Alan Moore comics.
Mm-hmm.
This creature's just a play on the Black Mercy from Alan Moore's story, but idea I thought was pretty well done. Hey, Bubba Doom, thank you for the super chat. He says, oh, speaking of drinking, Neelix says garbage. Neelix is garbage. Hey, Putin's cat, Putin's doggy. There you go. There's your garbage. Take a drink, buddy.
Simply Steve. Herc.
I'm not sure what really does it for me this episode, because I don't really mind derivative. That if something's entertaining. Hey, the Ginger Menace is here. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Mary.
Hey,
Hello,
Mary.
beautiful.
What's up, beautiful lady? I hope you are doing well tonight. You and yours. Good to see you, my dear. I don't mind. I don't mind derivative, as I said, because this is that. And of course, as a man, I never mind looking at 7 of 9 for a whole episode. Sue me. But this is just another one of those her saving the ship every week type thing.
Well, she is Lotto Super 7.
Lotto. I don't know. I didn't find it unentertaining. I just found it kind of just sort of there. In other words, Naomi Wildman. First of all, why is that little girl going on a mission in the shuttlecraft, knowing how dangerous it is in the Delta Quadrant? Dangerous it is being on a shuttlecraft. I don't think I'd let my kid go out there with 7 of 9 in Paris.
And there's no reason for her to be there.
No reason for her to be there.
Especially because Tom crashes everything.
Right.
He's also mean and cantankerous and has fits like he's going through puberty.
He is. She's just a doll. It's tough not to she's such a cutie, and she's a delightful little character, but I don't want to sound mean, like I don't think she should be on the show or anything. But
well, she is 3 years old.
I mean, yeah, the character. Yeah, the character.
She's supposed to be 3 years old.
Right.
So why is she 12?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's Alexander all over again.
The writing here is just kind of piss poor for me, because there are a lot. The basic episode has been done to death, where the whole crew is being fooled, and only one person can figure it out. Only one person knows what's going on. It's usually Wesley. Now it's 7.
Yeah.
And only because she doesn't really care about going to Earth, and neither does Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Well, Wesley was a way of sucking up to Gene Roddenberry, and that's why DC Fontana called it the Wesley problem. But we all there is a different type of sucking going on. When I talk about Brandon Braga being with Lotto Super 7.
And,
So there's a reason why these things happen.
right. Well, okay, I got you, but I just Jesus Christ.
What? I said nothing.
Nothing.
I said nothing.
I don't.
Nothing.
I don't know. I guess it's just it's not really particularly entertaining episode. I mean, I don't hate it or anything. I can't really put my finger on it. It's just I'll let you take it with the notes. I'm not supposed to give more of a more solid or substantive opinion, but I don't really have one. I've always thought the idea was interesting. I really like W. Morgan Shepherd is criminally underused in this episode, by the way.
Yes.
And it's just another showcase for Seven to run around and save the day because everybody else is. Granted, I don't really like these other characters that much anyway, but really, you don't do your show any favors when everybody's always an imbecile. And one of this is very similar to when you let Wesley save the ship all the time, and everybody else looks like a buffoon when he does that.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those.
It is one of those
Because they've done it too many times, and it's just overdone. I mean, I thought the idea itself wasn't horrible, but there were some interesting things in the episode. I've seen way worse, but I didn't really care much for it. But let's see, Ginger Menace, you are too kind.
Jeez, that's
thank you so much, my dear. I really, I don't know what to say. I'm a little lost, but I'm lost for words. But I will read yours. You are too kind. It says, "Hey guys, I don't do my homework. Well, it's okay. I'll listen. I didn't do my homework. Sorry. I'll listen. Hey, no homework. You go straight to the principal's office, young lady." I've just been listening to music on YouTube today. I hope you two are well, and I miss you, Raquel.
I love you.
Was busy, and I meant to text. You, my dear. Oh yeah. Well, look, hey, I'm happy for you that you didn't have to do your homework. That means you didn't have to watch the show.
Yeah.
So
and we'll catch up. I love you. Thank you so much.
We love you.
That is such an incredibly kind thing to do for Clobby. I just love you so much. Thank you, Mary.
Right. And like Gwag said, you're probably better off not doing the homework. So,
yes, exactly.
But we love you. Don't suffer on our account, but we appreciate you. And I don't know, you might like it. I don't even know what you think of the show, but it's cool. So no, I don't look, I'll be honest with you. I don't hate this episode. I just don't really like it that much. There are way, way, way worse ones, but
there are.
Really So notes.
Okay, well, first, Fiona says Raquel with nails out. No, I don't have nails out. It's that I have this issue with the fact that when we did this with Wesley, all the guys called out Wesley. Everybody said, you have to stop using this character to suck up to Gene Roddenberry. Just leave it alone. We can't have Super Wesley saving the day. He's ruining the show. And then, there has been some of that happening, but with this particular character that we're discussing, there were things said in the media like, I wasn't getting along with anyone until Brandon Braga and I started a relationship. And then suddenly, things weren't as difficult or people weren't quite as cruel to me. So there was a lot of behind the scenes drama, but there is only one way to express that. And of course, I'm doing it in a pretty snarky way, but that was also like used as a way to excuse it. Like, no one liked me. I was disrupting the show. Then Brandon Braga and I started a relationship, and then people were a little nicer. So when someone says that, that's a pretty brave way of stepping forward to say what was going on behind the scenes, right? I think there were two women who were hired on this show as leads. And when that didn't work out and one was dumped off the show and then the other one was suddenly an older, less attractive lady, and we were going to put all of the energy towards Seven, I think that, I think people need to know because a lot of people don't know. So that's what I mean when I say Lotto Super 7, when you start bragging about the fact that you're having when you're bragging about having Braga.
Well, Braga, that's another thing. Braga wrote this one. I mean, hey, Max, what's up, buddy?
Max!
That's okay about the limericks, dude. We just hope you're okay and doing well. Never worry about that, man. We love them. And when you bring them, they're great. But, dude, we just want to see if just hope you're okay. And good to see you there, brother.
It's very nice to see you. And
Hey,
Professor R2 just walked through the
R2,
door.
what's up, man?
Hello. Nice to see you. So good to see you. I'm so happy you're here.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Mars Monkey Max. I think a lot of the newer and the younger viewers aren't aware of that, but it's sort of an odd thing to brag about, isn't it? When you get on a new show, it
Yeah.
disturbs the whole dynamic. Other people are getting fired from their job. They're not working on the show anymore. The person who is the lead is no longer the lead. People start receiving full character episodes to sort of make up for the fact that they do like 3 and 4 episodes just on the character who's brand new, who is drop dead gorgeous, and she's sleeping with the guy who's making the show. So, I mean, it should be said, right? You can't just not say it because it is a Wesley thing. It's a Wesley thing.
Wesley thing. So, yeah, one thing's for sure, though.
I'm a doctor, not a dragon slayer. My program requires that I do no harm.
The best part of every episode for me. Okay. So anyway,
Oh, Fee, yeah, I totally get you. I know exactly what you're talking about. I just think it's funny because, it's like, I think sometimes when I say these things, people think, oh, well, that's a girl being jealous of another girl and the claws are out. But nothing could be further from the truth. I think it's really brave to have an interview with press and to say, look, all of these hard feelings were present, and then they found out who I was sleeping with, and those problems weren't as prevalent. That's quite a thing to say in public. And also, like I said, as an original Star Trek person, I've seen this problem before, and it's not her body or her face or her sex, her sexual appeal. It's that she's Wesley. They're turning her into Wesley, and I'll call her on that, just like I call out Super Cass.
All right. Well, did you?
Here are my notes. W. Morgan Shepard is a massive star in low-budget 1990s sci-fi. He's a god. What's he doing in this episode? The custom of featuring a single character each week in order to make up for what's going on behind the scenes is super annoying. Last week we had Tuvok. This week we have the amazing Lotto Super 7. We're back on the Lotto Super 7 wave. Tuvok is a totally useless Vulcanian. He is replaced by Lotto Super 7 here. Only Lotto Super 7 is logical and mentally disciplined enough to save everyone. I also don't like the fact that Lotto Super 7 says to the alien, in 15 minutes, your shields are going to fail and your ship will be crushed. But then, not only is that convenient and fleeting, given the fact that the guy said that he was in there for 20 or 30 years, but then later, that's not an issue anymore. So not only are his shields not failing, but his ship isn't going to be crushed. Why didn't we address this? Jerry Taylor was hired, apparently, according to Paula M. Block, in order to make sure the continuity was managed. There's no continuity management here. You can't tell me that the guy's ship is going to be crushed in 15 minutes after being in there for 20 or 30 years, and his shields will fail, the hull will buckle, he'll be dead, gonzo, and then suddenly everything's okay, and he's actually going to battle with you, and then even goes back inside of the entity. Neelix, he will survive, Seven says to Naomi after Neelix is harmed, but everyone in the audience is hoping that Neelix will not survive. Shepard's makeup is laughably bad here. Why did we give him the original Tellarite makeup or mask from TOS? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're capable of putting Morgan Shepard in something better than that. His eyes were all over the place. It looked horrible, like some sort of weird Punch and Judy eye movement, like, I don't know, Howdy Doody. He flies right back into the entity despite having no ability to withstand it physically because we are told he does not have any shields. Why? Why does this happen? Are we trying to send the message that it's Moby Dick? That's not the message that you get when you watch this episode. What you actually get is he the entity? Is he assisting the entity? Has he lost his mind? It leaves it all open. And in so doing, you feel like you've wasted your time with it, because if he is in cahoots with this entity, why did he help them out? So it leaves more questions than it answers. And it's super annoying. It's super annoying. It's a D.
Oh, there you go. Ray Lucard. Hey there.
Ray!
Good to see you, Ray. So, well, there you go. Let's see, everyone. I guess I give it. I didn't mind it. I actually liked some things and ideas in the episode. I thought it was okay. Mostly enjoyed some. I like Morgan Shepherd pretty good, and the basic idea that I've seen ripped from Alan Moore and other storytellers. But overall, I think just making it a 7 showcase episode, which I like her and all that stuff, but and her, running around, babysitting. And I hate to say it because the little girl's delightful. It's fine to put her in small doses on the show is one thing, but overall, I give it. I just give it a C. So anyway, but it wasn't all that, not too good. I mean, I've just said way worse. So let's see. All right, everybody. Now for your reviews. Appreciate those for waiting. Let's see. Now, as for your reviews, the word. Oh, here we go.
The word is given.
The word is given. Come forth with your reviews, folks. And the hell? Yeah. There we go.
Did I say hi to Jamalama?
Yeah, Jamalama's been here. Jamalama. Oh, yeah, Jamalama's been here for a while. All righty. Let's see. Just got some going here. Katie. KT is watching Star Wars now. Good, girl. Hope you're liking it. Says Bliss, one of my favorites. Okay. Says great mystery episode with the alien belly of the beast was good. Did anyone notice Chakotay leaning over 7 and flirting in astrometrics? I can't say that I did, Katie. I don't notice that sort of thing. I'm just a dude. I mean, not that I wouldn't flirt with her, so I guess we might have talked, but I don't know. 7's scenes with Naomi were very cute, with her acting like a big sister to protect her in the dark. I like how it gave us a fake version of what it would be like if the crew got home. Oh, okay. Oh, yep. A. Gives it an A. And then she has a third one, even though you only said 2. Naughty, Katie. I'm just teasing. Just teasing. Oh, whoa. She says Katai was a tragic figure. As in the end, he decided to fight the battle from within. The crew's behavior, although wrong towards 7, can be justified as they were under the spell of the beast. I know you meant beast. The best, but you meant the beast. Thank you, Katie. So she gives it A. Princess Fiona says, I am reminded that 7 is more Vulcan than Tuvok. That's just true, sort of. It diminishes both characters. Every time I see Naomi, I am reminded of Neelix and creepy insects crawl over my sensitive areas. Wowzer. Oh my goodness, there, Princess. I don't even know how to pronounce all that. Number 2. Okay, her number 2 is they used Naomi well in the episode, and hopefully because she is 12, she is too old for Neelix. This story, you are bad, Fiona. Baby. You are bad, Fiona.
Yeah, but you're a good kind of bad, Fee. I love you.
Yeah, I love you. You're good, bad.
Bum, baby.
Yes. This story was particularly retreaded several times over. Oh, yes, it was. It wasn't awful. I agree. I didn't think it was awful either, but, what do I know? Let's see. I got to find your next one. If you have, I know you have a next one. Well, there we go. There's your next one. Maybe I'll make this one last till we get your next one after that. I just found it hard to pay attention. Ahab had amazing potential, and this episode could have been fantastic in someone else's hands. Yeah, you don't want anything in Bragga's hands, let's be honest. We know where his hands have been, which I can't say. I can't say I don't envy him on that one. I mean, I wouldn't him a dude.
I'm having such a bad effect on you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I would have. Clearly, I would have said that anyway. If we'd never met, my life would be much poorer for it. But I still would have said that.
Thank you, baby.
I love you. which led to feelings of boredom and disappointment. Whoa. That is not good, Fiona. No boredom for you. Boredom and disappointment. Wow, both of them, right? You know how the story has to end, which is something that has always really pinned Voyager in. But at least we didn't know his fate. It's the only thing that made it interesting. Meaning we didn't know Katai's fate, right? Okay. Gotcha. I would totally love a show called Seven and the Doctor. Yeah, I would too. And in the first episode, they could blow up in the Alex ship with him in it. I think in the Alex ship. Let's just trim off the fat. Okay, D+. Wow. Thank you, Fiona. Maybe we should bet Neelix. Blow up Neelix's ship, maybe? Number one?
Sorry, boss. Yes, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I think so. I feel so sorry for everyone right now because, like I said, the social media giants, they are putting so much effort to put in this autocomplete that it's become obnoxious. I'm amazed anyone can say anything that makes any sense right now.
No problem. It happens. Max says, I give this story 7.7 torpedoes. Okay. I don't even know what that means, Max, but you
would like to deploy 7.7 torpedoes.
Okay, that good, huh?
Torpedoes away.
RTNZ says Bliss review. All about Lotto 7 it's all about Lotto 7 to the rescue because the crew are morons. 7 can access captain's logs. Yep. She can go pull something out of the wall and she can just access the logs. Shepard's great. Shepard's a great guest star. Decent premise. Giant Black Mercy. Yes. Not too many people are going to know what the Black Mercy is. It's an Alan Moore reference to Superman Annual Number 11 from 1985. And it is very simple. This is pretty much a reworked version of the Black Mercy. So, and Alan Moore used to do his kind of swiping, so I don't mind that so much. But yeah, somebody read some comics. But again, dumb execution. C+ says RR.
That is, I'm going to just go ahead and say right now that was a cherry review. That was cherry, baby.
Well done. I mean, put to you like this the first time I saw it way back when or whatever. The Black Mercy was the first thing I thought about is also RR. But I always give it a pass. I mean, if you could rip it off and still do something cool in it because they changed it enough. It doesn't have that much resemblance other than what it does to the people inside. So, Enigmatic Drop Bear says D. A strange alien creature that behaves a bit like an interstellar Lovecraftian Venus flytrap is an interesting idea and in the vein of the man trap and the immunity syndrome. I love immunity syndrome. So what happened? Somehow they managed to produce 45 minutes of Super 7 padding, a derivative, poorly rehashed plotting of ideas from earlier Star Trek stories and classic literature. Hang on. ED, I got some more ED here somewhere. I think. Oh no, it was just two. Just the two. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Okay. Gwag says grade D. It is always nice to see W. Morgan Shepard. Yes, he's been in he was in TNG, Star Trek 6. He's been all over the place. Even if he is in silly makeup, it is a very strong episode. It is a very strong episode, but smell isn't everything. Whack. How dare you, sir?
Oh my God, I love you. I love you, Greg. I just love you so much. Oh God.
What? Please read my punchline in it. The first episode of 7 on the Doctor. They could blow up Neelix's ship with. Okay. In it, the first episode of 7 and the Doctor, they could blow up Neelix's ship with him on it. Off to the great start in the pilot episode. Yes. Indeedishness. I'm with you there. Thank you, 7. Okay, the great Eric K says, D. The lizard child is back. Still bothers me. back. Oh, the lizard child, right. Still bothers me, no scales and lizard teeth. Janeway,
Also, she has those nubbies on her forehead, and her forehead should look like an ass. Okay? It should
Okay.
look like a butt. Katarians have a butt forehead. And she's 3. She's 3. And good evening, Grim. Grim.
Hey, Grim. Welcome, Grim. Good to see you, my friend. Alrighty. All right, let's see here. Where were I? Okay. Still bothers me, no scales and lizard teeth. Janeway acting like the great captain. Lol. She has to be one of the worst captains in Starfleet. You should put our history after that. Promote her to admiral. They will.
Admiral?
They will. Remember, they do. So everyone knows they have no ability to make decisions. The doctor can go online anytime he wishes and has duties everywhere. He should be online. Yaza.
Yeah, Mary. She needs a butthead.
How come everyone is being mind controlled but lizards and Borg? This is never explained.
Ever.
Everyone is excited to get back to Earth, even the ones not from it.
Right?
Good point. That's a very good point, buddy. Lisa says, A, seduction of the beast to manipulate the crew into protecting a delusion, then drift off into a delicious lullaby was awesome. 7 being made a hero with Naomi, the doctor, and alien to expel ship is plausible. Thank you so much, Lisa. Love you. Let's see up in here. A value of nothing says, gives her an A and says, this is a fun episode. It's got a great invasion of the body snatchers plot, like TNG's The Game with Wes. I don't hate Wes. Okay. Let's see here. But you probably don't love him as much as Eric K does. Eric K has a shrine to him and everything. Just saying.
He does. And we pray
Whoa.
to that shrine all the time.
Now it's going to be mad at you and me. Thanks a lot. I thought I was going to take the rap for both of us, but okay. The first half, even as good character. Oh, the first half even has good character moments. Chakotay enjoys mocking 7 with her line resistance is futile. Oh yes, I remember that now. Janeway thinks 7 will thrive on Earth just as she thrives on Voyager. Terry Metalis was probably called in. It was probably called in sick that day. Well,
I have to interrupt for 1 second. Eric, he did read 2 of 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
He
did.
did, sweetheart. I promise you that he did. I promise you that
if you want me to go back and find them, because I always unstar them after I read them to make up things easier.
Yeah,
but
because he had 3, 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3.
Yeah, I
and
read
in
it, buddy.
The second one, he talks about how the doctor should always be online. We read that. I'm pretty sure we did.
But if you want me to go back and do them again, let me know, man.
Yeah, because I will reread it for you.
I would happily reread it for you, buddy. But because he missed it or something.
Yeah, he might have missed it, but
if you want to restar him, I'll read his again. It's cool.
Yeah,
if you can find them. Yeah,
no, of course I can find them. I'll be right back.
It would be better for me to concentrate on critiquing the episode rather than behind the scenes stuff. Although some of that is important. All right, Value of Nothing. Thank you. So Value of Nothing gave it an A. Loves it. There you go. Cool. And so does Lisa. Lisa liked it a lot. We're kind of all over the place. We got A's, we got D's, we got C's. I gave it a C, I think. I can't remember. I guess so. We're all over the place on this one, which is cool. I like it.
Okay, Eric is back on deck, but I put him in reverse order because the chat's jumping. So it's going to appear to you as 3, 2, 1. You got it, boss?
I'll go ahead and read them all over again, Eric, just for you, brother. He says, is he here? I hope he's hearing it this time. He said, the lizard child is back. The lizard child is back. Still bothers me. No scales and lizard teeth. Janeway acting like the great captain. Well, she has to be one of the worst captains in Starfleet.
Yep.
Promote her admiral.
Admiral?
Everyone knows they have the ability to make decisions. The doctor can go online anytime he wishes and has duties everywhere. He should be online.
Yep.
True.
He has all those patients. He has 150 patients, right? They keep telling us it's 150 people.
Yeah. How come everyone is being mind controlled but lizards and Borg?
Yeah.
This is never explained. Everyone is excited to get back to Earth, even the ones not from it.
And they don't explain that.
No, they don't.
They don't.
So there you go, bro.
And I agree, Bubba Doom. It was worth 2 reads.
It was
just so I could go, yeah.
Yeah. Bubba Doom 1 says D+. My mom told me a story about once about my granny getting mad at my granddaddy because they were driving up the canyon and he yelled at another driver, "Up your brown, mister." Wow. Okay.
What?
This episode is now retitled Up Your Brown Giant Space Monster. This gives us another great character actor, Morgan Shepard. He's another Trek actor, character alum, TNG and Voyager, and Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, by the way. Bubba. In case, I'm sure you probably knew that, but just in case. Mars Monkey Max MMM says C+. He said the crew was stupid as normal. We're supposed to believe that Seven and this girl were the only ones seeing through the illusion, and that it was basically a take on aliens.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that won the episode for me was the intro was awesome. And how can you not enjoy a wombat pig faced alien in the esophagus of a giant unicorn type alien? He stole the episode and gave it a win.
Nice. Hey, boss man, would you do me a favor? Would you please give me a hand in welcoming the great SP4H? Good evening, SP4H. Everyone say hello. Good to see you, my friend.
Hello, SP4H. Good to see you. Welcome.
Simply Steve says, we need a new sticker that just reads "Up Your Brown."
Oh, no. There you go.
Well, but shouldn't it be "Up Your Shaft"?
I like "Up Your Shaft" because it's a Star Trek.
That's Scotty, right?
Yep. Up your shaft. Up your shaft from Trek 3. Michael Bacon gives it a D-. He says another Doctor and 7 of 9 ep. Actually, it was mostly 7 and what's her name, little Naomi, but Doctor is there a little bit. Sigh. Morgan Shepard is being misused this time. Watch him in Babylon 5. Oh yeah, if you want to see how to employ him usefully. He was also great in that episode of TNG, I thought, where switched with Data and stuff. Yeah. This the Schizoid Man, which they stole that title from The Prisoner. The disjointed nature of this episode is due to the borrowed, stolen ideas that were all thrown into the pot. My reaction to the main menace was the same I had to the big worm in Empire Strikes Back. How can this life form exist by living off of swallowed starships? It made no sense, and so I just wanted it. Well, the Horta was a different kind of life too, so I don't mind. It makes sense. It was Empire's greatness, so sorry. But anyway, it made no sense, and so I just wanted to let it perfunctorily move to its inevitable Deus Machina ending. Unsatisfying at best, crap at worst. Thank you to the great Michael Beacom. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Michael.
Fanty Outsider says A++++. It's the greatest episode ever made of any show ever made. If you don't like it, you can bite my. Oh, sorry. He says up your brow. No, here we go. He says C.
Up your shaft.
Up your shaft. Odd, not yours, Fanty. Unless you like that sort of thing. And I'm not judging if you do. C. He says odd that Voyager makes no attempt to save the alien who helped them, nor was there even a line that they deployed a warning buoy to keep others safe. Only needed one line of dialogue. They did say they were going to leave a warning thingy. Nor was there even a line. They did say that actually, Fanty, right? That they were going to leave a warning thingy.
Yes, a warning, a beacon.
Right, they did actually say that. But did you fall asleep? Wouldn't blame you. Grim says E-. One of 172. Not enough Neelix. Well, you know, who could have? You can never have enough Neelix. Grim, it almost sounds like, Grim, that you are, sir, a big fan of.
Draw that man in a chicken suit. It's the Chicken Man!
So let's see here.
Hey, could you do me a favor? Could you pop on over to the main tab instead of the secondary tab? And you'll notice that Katie has put 2 of 5 in up, but she has no 1 of 5. So
okay. For
I don't know
for the next episode.
Yeah, but did you notice that it's not here?
Oh yeah.
The 1 of 5 is not here, but the 2 of 5 is. So
Katie,
there's something going on.
Katie, it looks like, unless you misnumbered it by accident for your review of was it Dark Frontier, which we're going to get to in a minute. You got number 2 of 5 at 11 p.m. or like, and you may be in a different time zone. I don't know. So you're sometimes a comment will get eaten by the algorithm. It just happens or weird. So we don't see your, and it's got a, if you look there, it's got a ... So your first one didn't show up. If you may want to try to put that one back in, because it may have got eaten by YouTube. That happens, unfortunately. And while you're dealing with that, we're almost done with our reviews of this episode. Simply Steve says, D rating, alt title blip. 7 getting annoying as a Miss Know-It-All. Katai was portrayed as a dumbass. Which way still dropping? Which way? Oh wow, that's a good one. Got home quick. Get home quick ideas for the Take the Long Way Home by Supertramp. All right, Simply Steve-O. And
okay, so now if you just want to pop on over to the other tab, you'll see that she has 2 and 3 and 5 and nothing else.
Katie, if you're hearing me, dear, let's see. I don't know what's happening, but we have the only of your comments of your reviews of Dark Frontier. We've got 2, we've got 3, and we've got 5. So 1 and 4 are strangely missing. I don't know what happened. Sometimes YouTube could have eaten them.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know because they're not.
Sometimes
showing up
they don't like words you use, but they don't even have to be offensive words. And Bob,
any words.
Would you do me a favor and give me a hand in welcoming Darth? Darth is here.
Hey, Darth, good to see you.
How's it going, Darth? Thank you so much for joining us.
That's on YouTube side, the StreamYard side. Are they on the YouTube side at all? Mark, can you see her?
Eric says comments? He cannot see it.
And Eric can't see him either. Wow,
no.
Okay. Because my chat's way back on the YouTube side because I don't watch the YouTube side much. I watch the StreamYard side.
Well, so we haven't even read Dark Frontier yet. We haven't even started talking about it.
No, we're not to it yet.
Maybe it will be up by that time.
But it's weird because it would have been before those.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but yeah, just Katie, if you could look into that and you guys, if you could see what's going on. All right, let me finish this up real quick. Herc said I give it 4 out of 10 space penguins because what is cooler than a space penguin in this show? All right, Herc.
Hoobie-dooby.
The great chief engineer will final review of this episode, B-. He said the Naomi 7 relationship is cute and well done. I agree. It doesn't bother me. It's fine to do it once in a while. I mean, but it kind
at least 7 not calling her Sweeting, the same name that Neelix called Super Cass.
She says Naomi Wildman about 50 times. The concept of the Doomsday Machine meeting Jonah and the whale is reductive but interesting. The biggest problem is the horrible resolution. Let's see. They just let Creature go off to suck up more ships after leaving some warning beacons. Katai's ship was near destruction, but now he just goes back into the mouth of the beast. It was really
doesn't make
weird.
sense. Dumb.
Didn't make a lot of sense to me either. Was the Creature a force of nature like Galactus? Instead, we are left with a Galactus cloud from the crappy Ultimate FF. Yeah, yeah, well done, sir. Oh, we got an addendum
Boss.
from Fiona. What?
Guess who just walked through the door?
Who?
Steve Casaboom.
Hey,
Everyone, say hello to Steve.
got a lot of Steves here. Just saying.
We do. Should I do the Kids in the Hall joke?
I think they'd like it. I don't know.
They like the bad singing from Kids in the Hall. These are the Steves I know, I know. These are the Steves I know. These are the Steves I know, I know. These are the Steves I know.
Yay, and they don't think it's bad. You're the only one that says it's bad.
Well, no, it's actually supposed to be bad.
But they still like it, so too bad.
It's hysterical video. You have to watch it. If you've never watched Kids in the Hall, you have to watch These Are the Daves I Know, I Know on the Kids in the Hall, and you will love it.
Princess Fiona had an addendum. Says addendum: Voyager stories tend to lean way too much on putting the main cast in danger. And we know they're going to be okay after 42 minutes. We know it's not Buffy. Yeah, it's true. Buffy, you never know if anyone was going to survive that sucker. Okay, so anyway, here we go, folks. Good to see you, Steve. Where were I?
The fact that we have members in this chat, people who hang out here, who understand the use of the Wadi sticks in every context in which they're used in DS9, and the fact that they use them in the chat correctly always blows my mind. I love you, nerds. I love you, geeks. I love you, Trekkies. You are the finest human beings to walk the earth. You are the finest people in the galaxy. I love you all so much.
We all love you here. We love that you guys hang out with us. And, I love, something else I love is, sometimes we don't all agree on some stuff. We had just on that last episode, this episode alone, we had A's and we had D's and we had C's and B's. It was all over the place, and all opinions are welcome here. I always want to stress that because some people forget that sometimes, that you're all, we always appreciate you. Hey, Katie, see if you can just send those to me on Twitter if you could, on the X. Because they didn't show up in for some reason. Could be, number one, could be. But they didn't show up. I don't know why. But we appreciate you all being here. So have to check out early. So I hope all the reviews come in. Well, we didn't see them, Katie. I'll read what we have. But if, like I say, you could feel free to send them to me on the X. And I'll be happy to read them for you if you want. It's up to you, of course. We love having you here. And if you check it out, well, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I love you and hope you're doing well, and you and the family are doing well. Let's see. Where are we? Where were we? Where is we? Okay, we're ready for the next episode then, right?
We are.
Okay, well, it's going to do it. Well, I guess we'll be doing it kind of like in two parts, really. We can do it all at once.
Well, here's the thing. In Canada, this is one episode. So you remember when I gave everyone the calculation of the 735? That is the way that the license holders count them. So when everybody was like, "Oh well, but it's broken into two parts here, and it's broken into three parts."
That was for syndication,
especially for DS9. Well, that's why I go with the official numbers, is because in the United States, I think this is a two-parter, but in Canada, it's a one-parter. Okay. This is just no, it's a two-parter, but it's shown at the same time. Right.
Well, that's cool. But Malachi D. Wildman, thank you so much for the super chat. You're very kind. Thank you so much. It says, Dark Frontier features one of the three problems with the Voyager series and Star Trek as a whole, the Borg Queen. Mm-hmm. We were talking about that. I'm with another one. Thank you again, Malachi. You're very generous of you. Thank you too much. I mean, so much. I really appreciate that. You're too kind. It says TNG season 2 episode Q Who features the Counselor Troy's speech on the Borg. Mm-hmm. If Mark D cannot play the clip, Raquel can quote it by heart for the chat. Well, I hear you. Well, thank you so much, Malachi. I really appreciate that.
That was incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Very kind of you. Let's see what we got here. So, our final episode of the evening, since we're going to treat it like one episode, even if it wasn't like one even if it really was two parts, it wouldn't matter. I'd still treat it like it's still one. It's no matter what you do, it's one story. So, all right. So, Dark Frontier parts 1 and 2, or just Dark Frontier. Go for it. Number one.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
do
go
that.
take a pill. Real quick. I mean,
Okay, you go but before you
doing
go
that.
take a pill, first of all, Malachi, I am definitely going to do that request for you. Just give me 2 wags of a puppy's tail. I will read that for you. But I have to talk to the boss first. Boss man.
Yes.
Okay, so because this is a 2-parter, but we're going to be covering it all at once, do you want me to read this whole thing? I mean,
Go ahead.
Okay, it's quite
Just
a lot.
do it all. Let's all do it. Let's do it that way.
Okay.
Gotcha. I'll be
Malachi,
right
I
back.
promise I will get to you. Okay. This is Dark Frontier. This is season 5, episode 15. This is production code 211. In Canada, this is 1 episode, even though it's marked 15 and 16. This first aired on February 17th, 1999. Now, the boss has asked me to read the entire Wikipedia article on this, and it's quite lengthy. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say it's about 10 paragraphs. I think it's too long, but the boss wants it read, so I'm just going to do it. Thank you, Bubba Doom. A boss will be with you in a second to take that super chat. Let's just get this over with because it's shite writing and it's shite reading, so let's just do it. After Voyager manages to destroy a Borg probe by beaming a photon torpedo aboard, 7 of 9 finds data nodes filled with tactical information among the debris. With it, they locate a heavily damaged sphere nearby, and Captain Janeway decides to plan a heist, invade the Borg vessel while its defenses are down, and take its transwarp coil, which will shave 20 years off of Voyager's journey. The crew will create a diversion, then send an away team to steal the technology, hoping to find information that will give them a tactical edge. Janeway assigns 7 to study her parents' field notes that Voyager recovered from the Raven. Once she begins studying her parents' logs, a unique experience, I'm sure, to study your parents' logs, 7 remembers their encounters with the Borg. She has only a small girl. She was only a small girl at the time, but she vividly recalls their fascination with the mysterious collective. Meanwhile, Voyager catches up with the sphere. The sphere's shields and transwarp drive will be offline for the next 72 hours, allowing the crew only a short time to plan and execute the mission. During a holographic simulation, Janeway and the others practice their mission down to the second. They have only 2 minutes to find and extract the transwarp coil after the sensor grid aboard the Borg sphere is disabled. Their simulated mission fails when Janeway and her team take too long and the Borg regenerate their sensor grid and detect the intrusion. After leaving the holodeck, 7 is unsettled by her close proximity to the Borg, even if it was not real. When Naomi Wildman begins asking her questions about the collective, 7 hallucinates that the Borg have accessed her neural transceiver and know about Janeway's plan. Further research of her parents' mission leads 7 to conclude her parents underestimated the Borg, which eventually led to their assimilation. It was during this research that 7 discovered the Hanson's description of a biodampener in their notes, which they used to move around undetected in the Borg vessel while conducting field research. The Voyager team replicates the technology for use in their raid of the Borg sphere. Asserting that she is willing to risk her own well-being for the sake of the crew, 7 persuades Janeway to assign her to the away team despite the captain's reservations. The mission goes as planned until 7 once again hears the voice of the collective calling her back to the hive. In a sudden change of heart, she refuses to transport back to Voyager with the others, and Janeway is forced to leave her before she's assimilated herself. The sphere returns to Borg space with 7 on board, and the Borg Queen welcomes her back to the collective. I'm going to take a pause for a second here because I think that you received some gifts or some messages, and we should check.
Okay. Well, we got a super chat. Thank
you so much. Received a gift from Bubba Doom.
Bubba Doom. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. So speaking of drinking, Felix is garbage.
I mean, who doesn't love Bubba Doom? Is he not?
Thank you so much for that. Hey, Putin's dog. There you go.
Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Part 2, the Borg Queen informs Seven that the Borg allowed Voyager to liberate her from the collective, but she will not be returned back into a drone because they want to study her memories. With her individuality intact, the Borg can look through her eyes to help them assimilate humanity. Meanwhile, Janeway discovers that the Borg signals were being sent to Seven in her cargo bay alcove. Determined to rescue Seven, Janeway leads an away team in the Delta Flyer to find the Borg sphere that took Seven away. They use the stolen coil to take the ship into transwarp space and incorporate multi-adaptive shielding based on the Hansen's field notes from the Raven to go undetected by the Borg. As Seven is given her first assignment to assist in the assimilation of a species, she secretly helps 4 of the individuals escape. The Borg Queen scolds her, saying that her human emotions of compassion and guilt are weaknesses and are causing her pain. However, when Seven pleads with her to let the getaway ship escape, the Queen grants her request. After the away team follows the sphere into Borg space, Janeway prepares to send a message to Seven through her Borg interplexing beacon. The Queen gives Seven a new assignment to assist the programming of nanoprobes that will assimilate humans. The Borg plan is to detonate a biogenic charge in Earth's atmosphere, and Seven will be turned into a drone if she does not comply. Taunting her, the Queen reveals that one of the drones standing next to her is her father. Suddenly, Janeway's signals come through, and the Queen discovers it. As the Borg adapt to the Delta Flyer shielding, Janeway is forced to beam to the vessel and deactivate the shield metrics around the Queen's chamber. When Paris eludes the other ships, Janeway confronts the Queen and orders Seven to leave her. A dispersal field is formed around the chamber to block the Delta Flyer's transporter beam, but Seven tells the captain to target the power node above the chamber. This disrupts the Queen's command interface, and Janeway and Seven are beamed to the shuttle. They quickly enter a transwarp conduit, but not before a Borg vessel sneaks in behind them. On Voyager, Chakotay orders Torres to fire a full spread of photon torpedoes at the conduit threshold, collapsing it just as the shuttle bursts through. The Borg ship is destroyed, and Seven is home again. Voyager uses the coils and gets 15 years closer to home before it burns out. So convenient. And is rendered useless. And that is all the people at Wikipedia have to say about Dark Frontier. Wes Cagle!
Wes Cagle, member for 3 months, says with a chat says Voyager is the best. Thank you, Wes Cagle.
I read that as quickly as possible.
You did great. It's
I
okay.
tried to burn through it. Captain, my captain, mon capitaine, please tell me, what did you think of Dark Frontier?
Oh boy, try not to. Look, I will fully admit everyone to my Borg bias. Or my prejudice against the Borg, I should say, against Borg episodes. Perhaps I should word it that way. Other than some of the early episodes that they were on in the old days of TNG, I thought after a point, after like Best of Both Worlds and a couple ones after that, they were overused and I never wanted to see them again. But I don't always get what I want. I mean, I guess it was just small mercies that they didn't put them on DS9 all the time. But Voyager is Borg happy. And I like Seven well enough as a character, but I've never really liked the Borg on there. I've never liked any of their Borg episodes. I'm sick to death of the Borg. But to address the episode, therefore, anytime there's a story of a Borg, I'm just going to sit there and go, really? However, to comment on specific parts of the episode, which I don't think is a particularly compelling story, the flashbacks, I understand you need character flashbacks. I guess they wanted to fill in some of the blanks of what Annika's life was like as a kid and what have you. Her parents are such idiots and such dumbasses. I can't take their characters seriously. It's pretty what they're doing, going out there chasing Borg. Good night, Darth. Have a good one.
Good night, Darth.
That's one thing for scientists to do something like that, and I can actually respect, even though it's pretty dangerous. 2 people, that's kind of silly. Only 2 people. But to bring your young daughter out there. You want to risk your own stupid necks is one thing. To bring your daughter is just unconscionable to me. I just can't. I can't respect their character. I can't take the episode seriously because they're absolute imbeciles. They could have written this story any other type of way where they weren't out there, they were happened to be, caught by the Borg, doing something else. But no, they were chasing the Borg. What did you think was going to happen? Sure, what could go wrong, right? Hansons are morons. I can't.
The Hansons are morons.
They are morons. I can't take them seriously as characters because of that.
I think I should fulfill Malachi D. Wildman's gift to you, though. He gave you a gift and he asked me to do something for him. So now that I've read the whole Wikipedia thing,
okay, go ahead.
I would like to fulfill his request because
right. Okay, sure.
He sent you a nice tip and said, "Would Raquel do this for me?"
Okay, sure.
And I will. So here is the line that Malachi wanted me to say. We're not dealing with an individual mind. They don't have a single leader. It's the collective minds, all of them. Yes, a single leader can make mistakes. It's far less likely in the combined whole. So there you go, Malachi.
Yep.
I love you, Malachi. Thank you so much for putting that money in the tip jar for Clubby, and I hope you enjoyed it. Love you, and I totally agree.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised that idiot Hollywood writers who don't treat their own kids particularly well or not very smart with the way they raise their own kids would be idiots like this and write garbage like this. But no, these parents are supposed to be brilliant scientists. Well, they may be fine scientists, but as parents, they're absolute dolts, and I don't respect them whatsoever. But notes.
You're very welcome, Malachi. Thank you for sending Clubby that wonderful
thank you very
gift
much.
to keep the
Thank you,
lights on
Malachi.
at his virtual comic book shop, and it was a pleasure. And Bubba Doom, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bubba Doom. Thank you both.
I wasn't practicing my Troy tonight, but perhaps I should have been. Where are you? Okay, here are my notes, folks. And here we go. Annika Hansen has brown eyes as a child. This is more sloppy casting. And what makes it stand out is that they do a technique where they fade face to face, and it increases the notice of the fact that Jerry Ryan has extremely light blue eyes and this kid has brown eyes. Seven's parents were assimilated. So everything they knew, the Borg knows. So that's one of these times where I don't buy the premise. If right. They were assimilated, they know. Okay. So why are we even? There's nothing else to say. The Hansons were insane to expose their child to this, and Gene Roddenberry would have never allowed this. Starfleet would have sent a counselor, and they would have taken the child into custody. The parents would not be allowed to do this. The simulations are fun. It's I like the simulation aspect of this episode. They want to Locutus 7, and this story is definitely not unique. And I use that word unique because, of course, I'm going to make fun of it like Malachi wants me to. The episode that demonstrates that drones are assembled and disassembled. They are not individuals. They do not have individual memories. They do not even have individual body parts. I've said this before. I brought the receipts. I'm bringing the receipts again. This whole idea that they have suppressed memories and that 7 of 9 has all of these suppressed memories, it's all, they are merely parts. We are actually shown here that they are assembled and disassembled. This ruins many of Voyager's weaker episodes. The severity of it renders a number of episodes utter nonsense. And certainly if they are completely disassembled and reassembled, including their heads, and they are stripped of their individuality and they become these cyborgs, They have no memories, okay? They are cobbled body parts, just like Mary Shelley's Damon. They've taken you apart is a stupid line that the Borg Queen uses to speak to Seven of Nine. Of course, Brannon Braga and Joe Menosky wrote this. They've taken you apart, the Queen says to Seven of Nine. They have not taken her apart. And what's weirder is that in Joe Menosky's weird horror, I want to write horror and body horror all the time, they actually show a Borg being dismembered here. So why would the Borg Queen be upset that Seven was dismembered if they're constantly dismembering? Like, what are you doing? Alice Krieg is the only Borg Queen for me. All other Borg Queens are garbage, and I don't even buy into the Alice Krieg is the Borg Queen either. I've never bought into it. I've never bought into it. I bought into Alice being a representative in a temporary position, but this Voyager bullshit just expands it into complete and utter shite. Seven of Nine's single alcove draws so much power that Neelix wants it recycled. The problem being here is they were running 4 or 5 alcoves this entire time, which is why I've mentioned it in every single episode. The Borg Queen says, you are the only, and I'm going to say this, and pay attention. Do not say dumb stuff in the chat to me. You, and I quote, you are the only Borg who has returned to a state of individuality. This is complete and utter horseshit. Locutus was returned to individuality. Q was returned to individuality. A couple of weeks ago, One was returned to his individuality. There are whole planets that have these Borg that they are going around vacuuming up and reassimilating, okay? All Borg who return to a state of individuality, all of them. So her saying this is dumb. It's moronic. There are planets of free drones. I have this. This is shit writing. These people think we're stupid. They have no respect for the audience or the fans who pay attention to these episodes. They know that Trekkies have a very powerful following. They know that many of us are scientists. They know that many of us are academics. So they're just treating us like idiots here, and I don't like it. Again, the technical data for infiltrating a cube or a sphere collected by the Hansons is fully known to the Borg. It was assimilated by the Borg 20 years ago. So the Borg have been using that technology to defend themselves from ever having anyone infiltrate one of their spheres or one of their cubes. That's to prevent it ever happening ever again. Seven isn't a glamorous character. And here we're definitely seeing an effort to make her a glamorous character. She has tortured, mutilated, disemboweled, and dismembered men, women, children, and even babies. And what I don't like about this episode is it's Data and the Queen, it's Data and Locutus, it's Locutus and the Queen, and Data and the Queen. And it's all that all over again. So it's not original. You have to, they want you to be stupid. And I'm going to say this very carefully because I don't want anyone to be personally offended. These writers think we're stupid and they're treating us like we're morons by saying things that we know aren't true. And they know that it's a devoted fan base that knows better. So there's no excuse for it. Okay, be treating people like they're morons. Locutus, Hugh, One, whole planets of them reassimilating individualized Borg. So there is no reason for the Borg Queen to say that the entire reason she did this was with Seven was that Seven, you are the only Borg who has returned to a state of individuality. Get the F out of here. Get out. Take your shadow and be gone. Get out of here, Joe Menosky. Get out, Brannon Braga. Get out. I don't even care if this is your girlfriend. I don't care. Get out. Get out.
There you go. Wow. Well, there you go. I'm with you. Sucks. Anyway,
It's an F.
well, there you, I give it an F. Also, I just the stuff about it. I mean, I hear you, and you're right. I didn't really think about that too much, but yeah, it's. I mean, she's either ill-informed or lying, or the writers just don't give a
They
crap.
don't care.
They don't care.
And they know
So-
we're diehard. That's the thing. Like, no one needs to take this personally because I don't know you in the audience. Maybe I know some of you in the chat. Some of you are my friends, but I don't want you to take this personally. But that Gene Roddenberry
Right.
had a real dislike for this kind of thing, where you're treating the audience like they're morons, and they shouldn't be doing that. They know we're diehard. They know we know everything. There are people who have L cars installed in their homes. They know this thing about one. We just watched that a couple of weeks ago. They know about Hugh. They know about Locutus. They know about the planets where they're reassimilating individualized astray drones. Why? It's because they don't give a shit. They don't. And they're treating us like we're stupid. And that's why I call this bullshit out. It's an F.
Yeah, I'll give it an F also. The comic vet, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Hey there. Welcome. All right, Michael, before we get started, all right, I'm going to give the word now. If anyone who has anything to say about this episode, now's the time, or more importantly,
The word is given.
and I want to thank the great Michael Beacon for the super chat. He says, R.M. Briggs, I believe it is actually worse than you say. They don't think we're stupid. They are legitimately, they are legitimately don't remember Trek lore and have no idea. I mean, and this was back when they were making it. So it was like, well, Michael, I hear you. Thank you, Michael.
Like, can you even believe it? And look at what Mary put in the chat. Remember the baby drawer? Yeah, this is the thing. Like, we built the Borg up to be so menacing and so depraved and so diabolical and like repulsive. And then all of a sudden now we have 7 and so now we're all supposed to think it's sexy or good, or that that's not what she wanted, or what. Very weird. Very weird, because it means destroying everything that came before it. And for that, it's more like filth than it is like Star Trek.
All right. Well, let's see. We've got a bunch of reviews on this one. Man, I think we do, don't we?
Oh, we got a ton. I'm going to get them now because they all just dumped all at once. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone.
All right. So we'll start out with our friend Katie. Katie, I don't know if you're still here, but Katie, thank you. Says, Dark Frontier, top 5 of Voyager in my book. An absolute stellar Voyager movie. Wonderfully constructed, acted, and paced. Janeway's actions, although meaning well, to get her crew home faster. Let's see. Caused a consequence she had to rectify. The flashbacks of Baby 7 were, I think you mean were, not was, excellent. And the casting choice was a dead ringer for young Jerry Ryan. Her parents were reckless, selfish, and foolish. Boy, howdy. Well, we're on that. We're on the same page there, Katie. Which caused their demise and their daughter's tragic destiny. The scenes between Susanna Thompson as the Borg Queen with Janeway and 7 were phenomenal and very believably performed. Let's see. Hang on. Better than being one of you. There's a quote there that she quotes, better than being one of you. Loved the final scene with Janeway saying sweet dreams to 7. It's so very mother-daughter, and a quote I use frequently with my own mama bear. Oh, there you go. So she says, so overall, Dark Frontier is a great episode, 5 out of 5. So she also gives a 5 out of 5 on that one as well. So there you go. All right. Fiona, the wonderful Princess Fiona says, let's see. Let's begin with the problem that no matter what you shave off Voyager's journey, 1, 5, or 10 years, it's meaningless to the audience. And The writers are idiots for not realizing that. It's not a payoff. Okay. Let me get you the next. I gotta find your next one there, Fee. Okay, there we go, Fee. Gotcha. Got number 2 anyway. Let's see. This is what happened. This is what happened to make this episode from the POV of the characters, point of view of the characters here, of the creators here. Sorry, Fiona, I'm going too fast. Sometimes I apologize. This episode from the point of view of the creators here. We have a bunch of set pieces that we really want to do, and some character scenes that make absolutely no sense. Hang on. All right. I'm going to need you guys to come up with a crap ton of technobabble bullcaca to string it all together. It doesn't have to make sense. We don't care how stupid it is. In fact, the stupid is better. Hang on. The stupid. Oh, the stupid. I'm sorry. In fact, I think you mean the more stupid, the better. Okay, gotcha. It happens. Don't worry. Typos. This results in the Borg being so inconsistent and whatever they need to be for every particular scene. Being so inconsistent and whatever they need to be for every scene, every particular scene. It is seriously a retrambulated. I just can't care.
I don't want to disrupt you, so just stay where you are, and because I don't want to derail you. But CLS Studios just walked through the door, and
Hey.
CLS Studios cannot stay, but wanted to wave hello to everyone. I can only stay for a bit, but hey guys, CLS
Hey.
Studios, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by.
All
Thank you so
right.
much for taking time out of your day
Thank you.
to come by and say hello to everyone.
Indeed. CLS, thank you. It was great to see you here. We really appreciate it. Let's see which one was I think it was. This results in the Borg being so inconsistent and whatever they need to be for every particular scene. It is seriously okay. Yeah, that I did that one. I'm sorry. Dex Borg, Dex Borg Tecma, Borgshima. I hope I didn't mess that up too much. Or better yet, Borg Bullshitama. Borg Bullshitama. 7 cutest. Good one. Yes, it is. Her top ain't bad either. Ooh, good one. 6 out of 6. Rating F. Rating FU. I love you.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I love you. You are a giant. You are awesome sauce, lady. I love you.
Nicely done, Fee.
Fee.
All right, let's see here. What's next? Hey, I didn't know Lasher was here.
Lasher's here. I sent up a review.
I know. Hey, Lasher. Oh, yeah. Good to see you, Lasher. Welcome. Lasher considered an A, one of my favorite Voyager episodes. Well, thank you, Lasher, for being here, and thank you for your rating. Let's see. I had another one I wanted. Let's see. Don't worry, I'm going to get to everybody. Got to get to everybody tonight. Yeah. Jamalama. That's a review. Okay. Jamalama says A+. I'm blinded by my love for the bold communist woman. What?
Jamalama, ding dong.
The bold communist woman. I hear you. Well, it's a fair call. Could happen to anybody. RRT is it says
I'm a sucker for the gorgeous commie. Oh my gosh, Jamalama.
Hey, well, I fall in love with some gorgeous commies in my time. Let me tell you.
You guys are so funny.
Dark Frontier, aka the worst of both worlds, says RRT and Z. I like it. Surprise! It's all about 7. Heist premise is interesting, but the Hansons are utter morons. Equal what not to do. Read the Borg, Kathy's plan. I'll make sure I got the right one. All right. Dark Frontier 2 review. 7 meeting Borg Queen was always going. Review 2, 3.7. I think it's 3. 2.3. Okay, I got it. I'm confused by the rate. 7 meeting Borg Queen was always going to happen. To be honest, 7's an asset to the show, but a huge liability to Voyager. Borg Queen as a premise bugs me, makes them less scary. Boy, howdy. There we go. Dark Frontier review number 3. 3 of 3. 7 is Voyager's Burnham minus the crying, as it's all about her. Good point. Good point.
RRTN said, "How can I even cope with how much I love you? How can I even cope?" So
what?
This review is so good.
It is. Queen. It's all about her. Queen actress is pretty good as sci-fi. It's utter nonsense. E.g., the rescue, but as action drama, it's okay. A B minus. You also put if 7 joins the collective, would they rename her as Locutus of Boobs? Maybe. As she's trying to assimilate a certain portion of the audience. Whoa, sir. All right.
God, I love you, man. I
Yeah.
love you, man.
The great enigmatic drop bear says F this episode. This is F, sorry. It says F. Here we go again. Unable to come up with something new, Voyager goes to where it goes best, indulging in nostalgia. Here, sadly, they continue applying revisionism to the Borg menace. The Borg are now a weird reflection of Voyager, a matriarchy supported by, bland characters serving whatever purposes circumstances require, with a leader obsessed with redefining 7 in their image. Wow, 100%. That is incredibly well said. As
beautifully
always,
said. Yeah,
right there on the same page with you, buddy. Mars Monkey Max says F. It was borging.
Bossman Eric K, the great Eric K, has sent you a gift.
Oh, Eric, you shouldn't have, buddy. Thank you so much. You're too kind. He says, also, what WTF? The doctor suppressed her transmitter a few episodes ago. Why didn't he just remove it?
Mm-hmm.
It's true. But let me get to Eric's review. Eric says F. Janeway. I guess that was meant to be an addendum, and I got him back because I didn't get to his yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll get to yours in a minute, ED, and we'll go get Eric since I got confused. I'll get there. I did ED, right? I did. Okay. Yeah. Good. F, says Eric. Janeway, Captain of the Year, once again. Chasing the Borg. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Few drills they did, they failed. Well, next time it will be real. It will be real. We better get it right then. Let's see.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Put this crazy lady in the brig or confine her to the quarters already. She is the biggest danger to the ship and the quadrant. Why are they back? Why are they back in Borg space?
Yeah, here we are again.
I don't know. know.
They fly in circles.
Well, they do fly in circles. I don't know how they get. Are they seriously going in circles? 7 is not unique for being liberated. Countless have.
Yep.
Maybe because Janeway has been the Borg's best friend and saved them countless times from being stopped.
Yeah.
She thinks they will help her. Janeway is responsible for killing countless billions at this point. Mm-hmm. Why not use the slipstream drive and make jumps? Why not warp 10 and the doctor save them? And then he had this thing when he wrote earlier with super chat.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went out of order. Sorry about that, buddy. I was out of order. All right.
And before you start with a new run of replies, because I know you have 25 more to go, I just wanted to let you know that our friend Anime Night 1992 has just entered the chat.
Anime Night.
Good evening, Anime
Hello
Night.
there.
Thank you for joining us.
Well, yes, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. 19 what?
1992.
1992. That was a very good year.
1992.
That was a damn good year for Anime Nights. Good to see you. Gwagdar says grade F. These episodes were supposedly about the Borg, but all I could think of was how irresponsible Annika's parents were. Same here. It's so distracting to a point I'm like, I can't believe someone thought this was a good idea. All the other stuff, I get every other criticism. I'm down with them. That's just so glaring. It's like, wow. Anyway, they have zero concern about their daughter's safety. They are the worst characters I've ever seen in anything ever.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Oh, let's see. The Federation also comes off as a horrible organization. They allow them to take a little girl on an extremely dangerous multi-year fact-finding mission where one mistake has dire consequences. And, I've always said it's pretty risky to have them on starships as in Enterprise D, but at least that, you could understand. It's still risky, but you could kind of sort of understand it, but I'm not really too sure I've never been too big on the idea, but this was absolutely ridiculously reckless. Why do the Hansons modifications still work against the Borg? The Borg assimilate and adapt. So they should have long ago incorporated fixes for these weaknesses. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good pert. So the Borg have neonatal facilities for the baby Borg we were told didn't exist a few episodes ago.
Yeah, and let's just stop on this for 1 second because Borgs don't have sex. 7 actually says specifically that they do not have sexual intercourse. They don't procreate and they're never pregnant. So that's why people like Mary and I are horrified whenever they bring up the babies, because you think of the baby drawers, like the babies in drawers, and then them saying the natal area, you're thinking to yourself, okay, so then you cut the babies out of those women's stomachs from all these different species, and now you have them in incubators. So it just heightens the whole, why is 7 a sex symbol? Why should we like her? It's disturbing for a diehard fan who wants to like the character, but they keep giving you reasons to hate the character. It's like the Neelix thing. It's like you keep telling me all this incredibly heinous shit that Neelix has done, and yet there are people that think the character is cute and cuddly and we should like him. So they're doing the same thing with 7, and everyone's talking about it in the chat. It's just like, okay, so if we're trying to increase 7's sex appeal and make it seem like she's really nice and that we can all be sexually attracted to her and she's cute and she never meant it, then why do they keep sending these signals to us about just how insane? I can't even come up with a word for a technology that forces living beings to be like Lego pieces. What word would you use to describe a technology that does that? Deranged? Yeah. Anyway, so I love your comment anyway.
Indeed. Gwag also says another Mutara. Yes, a mother Mutara Nebula, Mutara class Nebula. Yeah. They just, look, naming it that class, I guess, but it's just done for, it's weird. We talked about that before. I'm starting to think that the Voyager writer's only previous exposure to Star Trek was reading the Star Trek 2 Wikipedia article. Probably. This season is starting to feel like it is turning into the Naomi Wildman show with all her recent appearances. She even comes up with a more well thought out plan than Janeway normally has.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Naomi would be a better captain than Janeway.
She would be.
I'd make her the captain.
Me too.
I watched a show with her as captain before I would. Who had the most traumatizing childhood on Star Trek Voyager? Annika Hansen, raised by the Borg, or Naomi Waldman, raised by Neelix?
Yeah, her.
Gwag loves Neelix.
Seven says that they don't have sex, they don't have sexual intercourse, they don't carry babies, and so on and so forth.
Right.
She comes right out and says that. I will remind you that I believe that is the episode, and prepare yourselves for this in the chat because I'm just going to say it, where Neelix teaches Seven how to swallow. Yes, that's right, folks.
Okay.
She's forget it.
Wow. Michael Beacom says, D, he says, full disclosure, I did not get to part 2. Read part 1. The Borg again. Oh, joy. Because 4 years of warping across the Delta Quadrant is not enough to leave Borg space, even after they keep saying they've made it past the Borg. I fell asleep trying to view part 2, but got the impression that they just wanted to recreate a Locutus of Borg moment with 7 of 9. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, it was pretty much that. It was they wanted to do more crap with a different Borg queen. It was boring and stupid. Yeah, you didn't miss anything, Michael. I wouldn't bother going back if I were you. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't have watched it all. In fact, I had like 10 minutes to go on it, and we had to watch my son. This is true though. Since he's dragging me to see Dune Part 2 tomorrow because a friend wants to go see it, I had not seen Part 1 yet. I'm like only 10 minutes to go on that second part of Dark Frontier. And he wanted to watch Dune, and I needed to watch it. Obviously, I said, yeah, I turned it off and watched Dune, and then went back and watched the last 10 minutes. That's how much I really cared about this episode. Like I can stop it and go play tennis, go out, take out the garbage, go out, take a nap, which was the episode was making me want to do anyway.
Wash your hair.
Yeah, wash. No, I'm not a woman. I wash my hair in the shower like the guys do. Guys don't make an occasion out of washing their hair, just so in case you ladies know that.
But
I know. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Toenails, they keep saying all these funny things. I mean, our chat, like the people in this room are so funny. They are such great people. I love you all so much. And you just received a gift from Bubba Doon.
Thank you, Bubba Doon. Said not in front of my Harry Kim. Wow. Thank you, buddy. It's too kind, and we really appreciate you. All right, let's see what else we got, folks. We got plenty more coming up in here. Nighthawk 9 said Borg and Trek is boring. I 100% agree. I'm tired of them. The Ginger Menace says they don't care about any of us, R.M. Briggs. That's true. They never do. Correct. I'm with you there. Hey, Raymond Feliciano said B-. The Hansons are morons, but they didn't have permission from Starfleet and the Federation despite the flaws. I enjoyed the episode. You give it a B-. Thank you, Raymond. Bubba Doom says B-. I actually liked this 2-part episode. It does definitely have its flaws. Though I hate Seven's parents.
Yep.
They were criminally reckless with the life of that little girl. Selfish.
Yep.
Also, Bubba Doom also says the Borg are now officially overused.
Yep.
They are no longer the terrifying threat. They are the Keystone cyborgs. Thank you. I'm so with you. The scene at the end where the Borg shop crashes was actually cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
I agree.
Oh, never put B'Elanna at tactical again. Yep. When Big Chief says fire. I wonder if the internal politics of the show is why we are seeing more scenes with Mrs. Columbo and 7, where it's like a mother-daughter nurturing moment. Tuvix did nothing wrong.
Bubba Doom.
I'm gonna rover you.
Oh my goodness! He rocks.
I will rover you. I love you, Bubba Doom, but I will rover you. Do you want to wake up on a beach? Is that what you really want?
Let's see. Lisa says C. 7 origin is tragic. Kathy taking risks is dangerous. The Queen wanting 7 back for her uniqueness makes 0 sense, and expecting 7 to fall back into old tricks. Tough story to sift through to save 7. Thank you, Lisa. I hear you. Another lovely lady, the Ginger Menace, also says, "Are you kidding? WTF?" RM Briggs, they're totally copying TNG with this episode, and I just give it an F because it's been done already. I've seen this one. I've seen this one before too.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
lovely Ginger Menace. Oh, she also
I
said
agree,
something.
Mary.
Said I completely agree that it's total filth. I remember this one, and since it is copied from TNG, I give it an F. Oh, she had a couple up in there. Okay.
Yep.
Larry said 7 destroyed the Borg concept. Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, totally true, Larry, because they're trying to give you a kinder, gentler, matriarchal. Like, what are they, bees?
So,
are they bees?
Indeed. Value of Nothing says, is it an F? Says, it's not just Borg inconsistencies and plot holes. It's a different show. This episode is also bad because it is a plot-driven episode instead of a character or idea-driven episode. I hear you. That's a good point. Especially I'm with you. I'm with you on characters as well, Value. But ideas are something Star Trek always should be about. That's why it's another reason why I don't think the Borg. There were some good ideas with them early on that they explored, but now to just use them as typical baddies is not Star Trekky. So I'm with you. 7 does sacrifice herself for the crew, so there's something, but the stuff with 7's parents is unforgivable. Thank you, Value of Nothing. I appreciate you so much, and I'm on the same page with you there. Anime Knight says the Borg were terrifying, but now it's like, should we even try? Yeah, understand. RTNZ says, in Dune 2, when Fade snarled, "That's my secret, I'm always angry," fired his phasers at Helm's Deep and drove the Daleks back to Grayskull, I yodeled. RTNZ, I love it. Never changed.
I love this person. I love this human being.
You rock.
Oh, God.
Simply Steve says, F rating. Alt title, ARG. Not here. The Borg Queen mistaken by writers on Seven's mistaken by writers on Seven's individuality. Which way goofs again and attempting to steal from the Borg. Oh, now you feel inclined to go home. Oh, now you feel inclined to go home. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Simply Steve-O. Fiona adds the Borg have a new subspace network designed to assimilate money. It's called Only Borgs. Whoa.
It's great. She's another good one.
Good one.
Zing!
If all the Borg looked like 7, you would just have all civilizations surrendering. Whoa. Good point. See, that's a good strategy. Maybe they should consider that. Fancy outside, he was a man, and he might still be a man. Anyway, I'm just saying, I don't know your private life. I just know the song. Anyway, Fancy says, F the Hansons. I agree. What a bunch of jerks. Oh, he says F. Oh, I mean, maybe he says F. The Hansons were, I misunderstood, an analog to the Storm Chasers, which was a big thing then. Borg, that's true. Yeah, Twister was a crappy movie, though. Borg assimilate. They don't learn or create. They have no imagination. Surprised Anne's parents didn't pull a Rex Kramer. Oh, God. Danger Seeker from Kentucky Fried Movie in the middle of the Borg yell. Wow. Dude, that reference could get me in trouble. Just kidding, because you have to follow up. Resistance. Borg yell, resistance, then run away. Great scene, by the way. I thought the Borg, I can't believe you referenced Kentucky Fried Movie. You are a rascal. I thought the Borg Queen was just lying, as in, hey, you are special, but as Buddy from The Incredibles said, when everyone is special, no one will be. Good point. It's doubtful the Borg even considered Hansen tech as they were assimilated before they told anyone about it. Proactive Borg aren't. Proactive Borg aren't, I should say. And
Fiona, it was actually Neelix. Neelix taught 7 how to swallow.
Well, we don't have the chief engineer's review yet. I don't know if he wants to review it or. Maybe he hated the episode so much, just don't want to review it. I don't know.
Max is just randomly yelled in the chat, "Send her to Detroit!
Send her to Detroit!
Send her to Detroit!"
What's it?
Coming
Fiona
up.
said,
It's coming up.
we need an answer here. You said Tuvok taught 7. Oh boy.
No, it's Neelix. Neelix taught 7 how to swallow.
Yeah.
But I love Fee. I love Fee. You all
Fee.
know how much I love my Fee.
We love you, Fee. Let's see, y'all. I'm trying not to dip into my my trucker vocabulary. Yes, you're fine. You're good.
Oh my God, I love you all so much tonight. You've been a riot. Oh God, it's good stuff.
We're waiting on our final review, folks. And Mark's busy. I'm almost expecting to see Chris Hansen. Wow. Well, there were names were Hansen. So
hello, Mr. Neelix. I saw that you used the word sweeting after you showed up with this this 6-year-old.
Sweeting. There we go. So Mark D. the great chief engineer, says, B-. I enjoyed the action of the episode, but there are too many plot flaws. The Hansen's ship, you can come and pop in everywhere you feel like it, dude. The Hansen's ship, the USS Raven was a cool design, but Seven's parents are among the most irresponsible in the galaxy. You think? The Hansens scenes where searching the Borg are well done, but the insanity of having their kid there is unforgivable. The writers try to explain this away with a line about how they have been recalled by the Federation, but this makes them look even worse by disobeying a direct order, and they cross into the neutral zone. They're real jackasses. Susanna Thompson, Ollie Queen's mom on Arrow, does a nice job with her turn as the Borg Queen. There you go. And it was interesting when she implied that Seven might be a spy. When she implied the Seven might be a spy, that as much as the Borg are overused, I'd rather have them than more time travel. Well, I understand that. Let's see. And they just let Papa Hansen. They did. They just left Papa Hansen as a drone on the Borg ship. She did she get training from Qui-Gon Jinn and the Phantom Menace? Yeah.
Yeah, they leave Anakin's and hi everyone. They leave Anakin's mom behind, right, as a slave on the planet. Just leave her there. That's okay. And I think I got to call a penalty because I think Raquel is having too much fun tonight. So I don't know.
That's true.
Should that
Did
be
you
allowed?
see the chat? Can you please read what I starred? Come on, it's funny.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they can't say. We're gonna stop at every planet we can.
Yeah.
Love it.
It gets better.
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Simply Steve says, and not the Bop Hansen. Oh, dude, you. No way. You mentioned Hansen. What they got? What didn't have? They didn't have an S.
Mbop is a classic,
dude.
Get out of
I mean, that's you deserve that. If you're going to mention Hansen,
these people, these friends of ours.
Organizer, please.
Oh, we don't have the fifth penalty.
Sorry, number one. Go ahead.
That's okay. Please read the rest of them. They're funny. They're so funny.
All right. Let's see. His family Hansen. Wow. Putin's cat. What is wrong with you?
Keep going.
Yeah, the Sink family would never be that stupid.
We got a long way to go. 2 seasons left to get there. Hey there, Borgies. Watch old Janeway run. I wish Jerry Reed were here to sing it for you. Larry. The Hansens deserve some Vogon poetry. Yes! Drew, I implore thee.
I mean, I really did like those scenes when they're, infiltrating the ship and they've got the tech that the Borg can't find. But I mean, and then then they just it's bedtime with the Borg. Let's read to my daughter while the Borg is in the other room. I mean, it's just. I mean, how stupid could you be as scientists? I mean, if they were off on their own, that would have been okay. And then maybe 7 would have been abducted.
Making a choice to do something stupid is one thing, but not with your kid.
Yeah, or have 7 abducted from like a research outpost, but not on a ship. Oh my God!
This Max left off one word. I'll take you home again, Kathleen Kennedy. I'm no sorry.
Don't wreck that.
Oh,
look, I'm gonna put something in your milk.
Thank you for that. I don't drink milk.
You deserve to have something put in your
milk
milk for that, Mister.
Milk, but not milk. Bubba Doom, thank you so much. You're very kind, buddy. I really appreciate the super chat. He says, next year on Klutzman Drek, 7 of 9 intergalactic lot lizard, followed by a special episode of Circus of Neelix. Thank you so much, Bubba. And RRTNZ says, in Dune 2, when Stilgar bellowed, don't call me Shirley, and beamed to planet Spaceball for the slapshot game against the Alpha Beta frat boys, I giggled. Wow. You gonna keep starring stuff? Jeez.
Well, because it's funny stuff.
Next up, says Joe Dog. The next up, Kurzman should just call it Star Trek Soy New Worlds. Yes. Thank you.
Larry.
Thank you, Larry. Larry says, Regular 19, you got the rubber duck. Hey, Silver Tongue Devil. Hey, who am I talking? This is a snowman. Who's there, son? Hey, Bandit. Snowman and the Bandit. Man, it makes me want to go watch Smokey and the Bandit again. Smokey and the Bandit.
Larry,
Smokey is the Bandit.
Sweetheart?
Thank you, Larry, buddy. Appreciate you for the gifted 5 memberships. Larry. Thank you, buddy. You're the man. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh,
Putin's dog says, I'd like to see a Mirror Universe Voyager where they had to eat Neelix. I think we'd all like to see that as well, sir. I think we would all like that.
It's a good time to use that Neelix icon.
Yes.
If you remember.
Yes. Oh, do we have one?
Did you make an emoticon of Neelix?
Of course, yeah.
Let me see it.
It's on the screen right now. I just used it.
I didn't see it. Hold on. Let me go check on the other side.
You can't see it on the StreamYards.
Well, yeah, you can only see it on the YouTube.
I know, but you know that I always put my whole heart into the show. I don't Google and hang around. No, I don't do that. I dedicate the.
Oh, there it is.
Give all my attention.
Yeah, I keep my chat in a separate window on the side so I can see the.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Now we're getting Neelixed.
Hold on.
Oh, we got some keepers.
Okay, I'm coming, you guys. Everybody, wait for me. I'll be right there.
Wow, I'm going to face swap with Neelix now.
Wow. Got some members. Thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go see what Mark did. What did
Mark do now?
Oh my God.
Isn't that beautiful?
Max, why did you just do that to me? Why are you putting me beside Neelix? Somebody please.
Max.
That's it. That's it.
Dang it, Max. Why would you do such a thing?
Somebody please Rover Max for me.
Yeah, I mean, Max, dude. I mean, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, really.
I like what Bubba Doom did, though, with the hockey sticks and the puck. Because, I mean, you could use Neelix's face. Thank you, Larry. I love you, Larry. Thank you for that, sweetheart. Larry is the kindest.
He did the same thing, too, just one before.
Clubby!
Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Totally different one.
That's it. Can somebody please put Clubby, but not the Ben J. Grimm. Clubby's actual avatar that I gave you. Just type in Clubby, and then please put Wesley.
Oh, he ordered me to take that one off so we could fit Neelix in.
Get out of here! You did not.
He ordered me to as the captain.
Why would you do that?
Which one?
Everyone.
One.
Mark took off the real.
Oh,
Clubby.
did you? Thank God. Thank God you did that. I don't want that.
You want me to take it off?
I don't want my stupid face
off.
You
You are a terrible person.
I hate that thing. I will put something useful on there, not my stupid mug.
Oh my gosh! So now they can't even put you beside Wesley.
Well, you kind of look like you.
There's no Wesley. Is there?
No, we never had a
It
Wesley.
better never be a Wesley.
You can put Avon up. Mike
I
looks
need
like
to
Avon.
sign into my original account, and I need
No.
to go and fix the emoticons on this
All right, but no, not that stupid picture of me. I hate
in
it.
this group, because if my picture gets to be with the chicken man, the bar rodent, then you should have to be put beside Wesley, your real
You
picture.
can do the thing. You can do
I'm the
thing.
captain, so I don't have to do anything.
Oh yeah,
You can do
I'm
the
gonna
thing.
do it.
I'm the freaking captain here. I'll go in there and cancel it.
I was just following orders.
Mutiny.
Let's see. R says, I'd like to see a Mirror Universe Voyager where Janeway is a competent captain who doesn't lose any crew or shuttles and gets them home safely. You're going to be waiting a long time for that one, my friend.
You know, as I was reading some of the books, they were talking about actually bringing Voyager home, in one of the seasons. I can't remember which one, the fourth or fifth season, and then continuing, on as like a regular starship. But they pulled the plug on that idea. But that might have actually made more sense.
Hey,
what?
Look, Putin's cat was able to. You know how we can't see icons?
Yeah.
On this side, he made one where we can see it.
Oh no, you can see those ones on this side.
Oh, I can't see ours
because they're native to this.
That's their
platform.
avatar.
Yeah.
Hart, thank you so much. Gifts Hart 130 gifted 5 memberships.
Wow.
Holy
Thank you,
crap!
my friend.
Pass the tequila.
We might be
Thank
close
you.
to getting another avatar icon now or emoticon.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go in and fix the avatar. Well, they're not avatars; they're emoticons.
Emoticons, yeah.
Emojis, yeah. Except for that one.
Yeah, but you might get put in the brig if you put that one back.
Oh no, I'm gonna fix your little red wagon, Mark G with a C and Claudius too.
No, as the captain,
I'm gonna get you and your little dog
forbid that
too.
one.
I
forbid Wesley and that one.
Well, I smell a video coming of Clobby, the real Clobby with Wesley.
My word is law right here. I'm Judge Dredd and I'm the captain. And so I will have no insubordination. I'll have no mutiny and insubordination on this ship. Bubba Doom, thank you. Speak of drinking, Neelix is garbage. Putin's cat.
Bubba Doom is keeping our quota going.
Larry, dude, really? Wow, that's incredible, man. Thank you. You should have done that.
Insanely generous.
I
love you,
Larry. Should have done that, buddy, but thank you. And that's too kind. The great Larry, Larry, actually. Our great triple bull weekly. Doing a great time, great. Thank you, Larry. In fact, they're so kind. I think we owe you all a video barrage.
Yeah.
At this point. So let's see here. For you all your kind contributions, my friends, which are amazing, we owe you some videos. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll have to surprise you, right?
I added a very short Superman too, so we can use that one a lot.
It is Star Trek night. First we'll do.
I'm a doctor, not a dragon slayer. My program requires that I do no harm.
Why does that keep going back up there? Oh. Because I want to play some videos for everybody.
I'm a doctor, not a battery.
Gordon's alive.
Yes.
Scotty, as good as your word.
Aye, sir. The more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
No bloody A, B, C, or D. It is green.
I have had enough of you! And they probably redesigned the whole sick bay, too. I know engineers, they love to change things.
Brain and brain, what is brain?
Cass, Super Cass.
Everything that guy just says, bullshit.
Crazy.
Your agonizer, please.
Get those nerds! 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 What?
God damn it, Mark.
There's only one thing I want to say to you.
You're a dumbass.
Captain, I see no reason to stand here and be insulted.
You're a dumbass.
Double dumbass on you.
Yeah, buddy. Whoa. Hey, what did I put by? This one I'm missing. I want to play.
Did you see what happened?
No.
So Herc said, for a price of a movie ticket, popcorn, and a soda, this stream has been worth every second. I love you, Herc.
Thank you, Herc.
And you're not going to believe this, but Mary, the Ginger Menace, has gone and donated 10 Clobberin Times memberships. That is such an expensive gift, especially after already sending you a gift this evening.
Yes, you did so much.
Mary, holy moly, sweetheart.
Mary,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my dear. You're too kind. I really appreciate that. I don't know what to say. You're so beautiful and nice to us, and I'm not worthy, and I'm speechless. RT and Zed's also super chat. Thank you again, RR. So Chuck Norris was in Dune 2. He played the Newts.
Holy crap. Larry just donated 20 memberships. DJ Play Nice just walked through the door, and Larry just donated 20 Clobberin Times memberships.
Hey, DJ and Larry, my goodness. Thank you so much. And by the way, I heard that Alex Klutzman was in Dune 2 also. He's one of the worms. But anyway, thank you so much, Larry. Wow. Appreciate it. I don't know what to say. You guys are extraordinary.
On here, so
I'm not worth it. I'm not worthy, but I certainly thank you. And let's give him some more gifts. I'll tell you what, Larry, you need to just walk up to Wesley and do this.
Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
Superman.
Come get some.
Superman.
Come get some. Groovy.
My goodness, you guys are amazing. Rocks. You rock. That's very kind of you. Wish YouTube could see the value of this stream. Oh, Herc, I can't say it. I can't even imagine, man. The value. Bob and Raquel are natural treasures. Oh, you two guys. She is. I'm nothing, man. She's the show here, buddy. But thank you so much. Rocks. That's true. Real Wave Nation. Hello there. Member for 3 months. That's High Clobberin saw a Man of Sun River. I don't know that one. Is that a new movie or something?
Could we play I Am Not Stupid for Larry, please?
We will. Absolutely.
Thank you.
But what movie? Is that a movie or something there, Real Wave Nation? But anyway, thank you so much for being a member. And thank you for the member chat. I'm not sure what that is, though. But thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see.
We need some Avon for my Larry.
Indeed. We have a lot of Avon, don't we?
We do.
Okay, let me go find it. First of all, we got this one. Where are you? For you, the great Larry.
What about you?
What about me?
Why don't you go?
You are expendable.
And you're not?
No, I'm not. I am not expendable. I'm not stupid. And I'm not going.
We got more for you, Larry. This is a Star Trek stream, but you know, what the hell? I know you're an Avon guy like we all are. So
is your anticipation eager enough to come down there with me?
Not quite. I think I shall contain my enthusiasm here in the warm.
I was looking for a different one. That's okay.
Another idealist, poor but honest. I shall look forward to our meeting with eager anticipation.
We're out of room after just the first season on quotes. That shows so quotable.
Yes. Well, you got so many of them here, though. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree, Gwagnar. Greg says the hosts are great, but the chat makes this a must-watch every week.
Yes.
Love you guys.
You guys rock. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are amazing.
Mary, unbelievable. RRTNZ, everyone just unbelievable.
Yes. I was looking for, I guess it's not there.
Which one are you looking for?
I
had to take a couple off because we're out of room. We might have to take, if you
Does it? Oh, here, I got it. I got it.
Does it support any intelligent life?
Does the Liberator?
I knew you'd play that one.
I'm sorry I missed that. It's the kind of natural stupidity no amount of training could ever hope to match.
Love it. All right. Wow, what a great crowd we always have, but especially tonight, man. Yep. And that's very kind of you.
Had too much fun. I don't know if that should be allowed.
It was a
True.
great night
We'll definitely
we had such
take
a
care
great
of
crowd.
Great crowd. You guys are amazing. You're the best. We'll just keep it on. Look, we have projections here that we're going to be sometime, roughly speaking, around December or so. Just should time out that way that we'll be through Voyager. Is that right?
If our science is correct, yeah. If the math is hard.
I'm not trying to bum everyone out though.
Probably January of 2026. But if we miss a few episodes here and there, yep, or weeks here and there where we don't review because if you just
if we miss a week here and there, so maybe we get a lot of variables. So
or like I think for the holidays you didn't do like during Christmas.
Oh yeah, but the last half of December we'll take the holidays and stuff. JT Kirk, what's up, bro? Thank you, buddy. It's oh my goodness. So just got out of Dune 2. Unlike part 2 of Voyager this week, I give the film an A+.
Okay.
Atreides. There you go.
Okay.
It's a good review there. Yeah.
Fiona. Oh my goodness. Fiona's this. Globby is the uncle that gives us all this clubhouse to hang out with.
Yeah.
Globby is the. Oh well, you are too kind. You want me to blush, don't you, Fiona? I love you, Fiona. And we love you here coming hanging out with us. We love all of you. This is a great group here. What's that? What's that?
Oh, Phantom, we've got the Enterprise coming up after that. So if you calculate, 16 weeks of Voyager plus don't forget Enterprise. We got 4 years of Enterprise.
Yes, Mary, look, love you too. It's such a great group. It was so much fun. Thank you, Bubba Doom. Look, the thanks goes from me to you. And I didn't do anything but sit here and yap my stupid face. You guys come and hang out, and we have just such a good time. This is something that all my life, I've always tried to get groups together and hang out and talk and stuff. I've done it when I was in comic shops. I've done it when I was in groups of cons and different things like that because I want geeks of a feather. I mean, all my best friends that I made. I have some other friends that aren't. I can be friends with normies sometimes. My whole family's full of normies, but I like geeks. Hang out with geeks, and you got to have some geekness in you, I guess. So even number one, who's a big nerd, is a geek, whether she likes it or not. She's just got.
I've been adopted. I'm being assimilated.
She's been assimilated. She's into the geek collector. She's got geek blood.
They're trying to assimilate me. I own comics.
Yep. That's right, you do. Oh my!
I'm not collecting anything. You're not going to make me collect because if I start collecting,
don't collect them.
I'm going to fall down a rabbit hole. I'm going to wind up with a museum.
Yeah, you don't want to collect things.
Only Star Trek.
You don't want to end up like.
Make the only.
You don't want to end up like me. Yeah,
you just want Star Trek comics.
I'm in big trouble with my much better half. Like I've got all these toys and projects out in the family room. Just like, get that in the basement where it belongs. So I got the ultimatum today. She's like, if that's not in the basement by tomorrow, it's in the trash.
Fancy. Oh, Clobby said won't be done with Voyager till December. That was nightmare fuel. Yeah. But when we get done, I got to tell you something. I've admitted my biases to you all. I'm not the biggest Voyager fan. But we're going to give it a go. We try to be, and again, I want this always to be clear. We're going to give the episodes a fair shot. If I like one, we'll say so. But and anyone who loves them all, if you love every episode, you're welcome here. We love it. But I will say that I can't wait to get through it. But look, in fairness, hey, I love a show that's a Star Trek show that has arguably been beat up worse than Voyager has been because the redheaded stepchild of Star Trek has always been Enterprise. That's an expression, and you know it. Right?
Yeah, even though we love redheads.
We love redheads, but that's an expression. Right. Redheaded stepchild. It's an expression. I love redheads. I wish, hey, my son's one thing.
I love them so much. You married one.
Yeah, you married one. So, point being, though, Star Trek Enterprise has been completely treated arguably worse than Voyager. Wouldn't you say number one? I think it has.
What are we ranking right now?
I'm saying I'm saying Enterprise has been
Enterprise
beat up on a lot more than Voyager.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I listen.
I'm not saying which one you like better. I'm saying
That's
it
going to
gets
open
worse.
up a whole conversation that
Well, I
we're
didn't
going
mean
to
to do
talk
that.
about when we get to Enterprise, because let's
Right.
face it,
Well,
folks,
I just
a
wanna get-
lot of people on social media, and Clobby is right here, that beat up on Enterprise have never watched it. And you see a lot of people saying things like there were even scholars who jumped on board and started taking polls and looking at discourse online, saying that Deep Space Nine was far and away the best Star Trek and the most beloved Star Trek. But it's so funny that what people say on social media and what they actually feel when they watch it in linear order is a completely different thing. And I think that Clobby and I have been vindicated to a large degree. So when you ask me that, the first thing I think of is, you know what, Clobby? I think a lot of people who don't like Enterprise have never watched it.
Well, I mean, they've seen some of it here and there probably, but the point is, I didn't mean to open up the can of worms. I'm not doing it so we could have a debate of who likes it or who doesn't like it. I'm saying I've heard far more people unfairly trash Enterprise, in my opinion, unfairly, for a lot of what you're saying is true, what you're saying, than I ever have Voyager. In other words, people are critical of Voyager.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I think it's equal.
I think it's, I mean, I don't know, in my experience, and I know it's anecdotal for both of us, but I've, been fighting for Enterprise since the day one. Not even one of those people who always says, oh, it got better later.
No, I've always liked it.
I know, I have too. But, again, Enterprise is a great show. Last year, I agree. I love it. But my point is, so my bias is towards Enterprise, where I don't like Voyager that much. See, there you go. My buddy, my new friend 9 doesn't like Enterprise. That's stupid song. Well, that's okay. It's okay
the
if you don't
opening
like
is
it.
brilliant.
But I love
montage is brilliant.
visual. Yeah.
I like 9-Hawk-9's a DS9 inside joke. It is not linear.
It is not linear.
Even though he used the contraction.
It's not linear. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, look, we did a whole show a couple of years ago when Mark, one of the first times Mark saw us, number one and I, we did a show called
In Defense of Enterprise.
In Defense of Enterprise. Yep.
In Defense of Enterprise.
2020, actually. It's from 2020.
It's the
That was 4 years ago.
There's
crap.
There's the link of that from 2020 because
Oh,
I have a
there's the link in
spreadsheet
the
with
chat.
I have the spreadsheet with all the shows.
Wow.
So,
Oh my God, 4 years I've been friends with Clobby.
Can't believe. Wow.
Yes, that was episode number. Well, it's before it was Saturday Night Star Trek, but it was your let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was your sixth show doing like Saturday Night Star Trek, basically.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Before it was called Saturday Night Star Trek.
That
I was looking at some of the old episodes, and you didn't start doing the reviews even till later. I got to find out which episode. But you talked about the ratings, I should say ratings, and people with the chat. So that's what makes this show so special. Because when I first was in the chat there, like, oh wow, they're actually paying. This YouTube thing is cool. They can hear what I'm see what I'm typing. They're putting it on the screen, and everyone in the chat was so much fun. Yeah, so it's a real special.
In Defense of Enterprise, and we love it unabashedly, and it's hey. But some
and
don't.
I apologize for sucking at podcasting. Sorry, everyone.
What are you talking about?
Just
it was.
back
I mean,
then.
that was
Horrible.
4 years ago, but we had fun. I mean, that was all that matters, and we got to know
We
each
did.
other. So we got to start getting to know each other. So, again, what I'm saying basically is I'm looking forward to getting to Enterprise. So I don't want people to think I don't care about reviewing Voyager. We're reviewing the whole thing, but I just look if it's some of my friends out there, it's their favorite. Some people love. Some of our dear friends who come in here, you love Voyager. Don't let me or us kill your excitement or enthusiasm for the show. You love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Because again, I know what it's like to be an Enterprise fan, and people. I mean, I have some very good friends who hate it. I know people that I like a lot that trash the hell out of it and hate it. So, what are you going to do? I'm fine with that. I mean, I don't like it. I wish they liked it, but we always wish, But go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just want to say too, though, that 4 years ago, things were a lot different on the internet than they are now. Like we've had a billionaire come forward and make X free. so we can say whatever we like. But 4 years ago, try saying anything on the internet at all. It was actually kind of scary because of the way that social media was at that time. Like, not only have we created a really great group here so that we can all hang out, but it really was the fighting that many people, the YouTube warriors, did in order for us to get any space to speak at all. There were times like, you know how Clubby and I met? Clubby and I met by recognizing one another, and he first approached me, sent me a message, because we were talking about the social media reaction to Star Trek on Twitter and how shocked we were by the way that people were behaving and how they were dumping on one another in Facebook, and how he and I were not allowed to say anything at all. You actually could not say anything positive about Star Trek at all, unless you were talking about the new Star Trek and about the fact that it required total and absolute reformation. They wouldn't even let people like Clubby and I talk. It was a very scary time to be a Star Trek fan because they were treating us like garbage and doing their best to silence us so we couldn't say anything at all. At all. Anyway, I just thought I should mention that.
Screw them. Well, it's been a big night. Been a great night. I guess we're going to start making our way out of here because it's getting late. And number one, you must be hungry. You must be ready to get moving. You're probably tired.
What about a cheeseburger? Yeah.
It's time to eat. I'm making tachos.
Macaroni
actually.
and cheese.
No, not macaroni and cheese. I'm making tachos. And if you don't know what tachos are, they are nachos made out of tots.
Is that like one of those tater tots?
Tater tots. They are,
loaded
yes.
with cheese?
I cook all those tater tots.
Good night, Joe Dog.
Nice and crispy, and then I turn them into nachos with like 4 different types of cheese.
You know, Domino's Pizza copied you because they just have a tater tot thing that they're selling now.
Oh,
which
really?
is exactly like that. Yep.
Yeah, I throw everything on there and make them delicious.
They're actually pretty good. They're actually really good, actually.
Larry's calling them dirty tots. Can I call them dirty tots from now on?
You do whatever you want. You can't stop it. Joe Dog, good night. Okay, so let's see here. Before we get on up on out here, we'll let number one give us some final words. So,
okay, well, thank you, Captain. Everyone who was in the chat tonight, thank you so much for your reviews. The good, the bad, the ugly. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for being who you are. I wish I could introduce myself to each and every one of you in real life and shake your hand for helping to make this place special. This place is a mini Star Trek convention every weekend because of you. Not because of me, not because of Mark, not because of Clobby, because of you. You make this thing so fun. And you had me doing the ugly laugh tonight. So thank you to one and all. I also want to thank all of our wrenches for all the hard work that they do around here, helping people to feel welcome, pointing people in the right direction when they're looking for things. I'm super grateful for you. I also want to thank everyone who left gifts for the boss. That's pretty incredible.
Yes,
thank you for your generosity. My goodness, just so generous and so thoughtful. Thank you so much. I want to give a special shout out to Lord Thoth, to Larry, and to Eric K. and Gwagnar. Thank you for using your social media to promote Clobby's channel. I also want to give a shout out to Chris Persia because Chris Persia, his father is not feeling well, and Chris Persia has been with us since the beginning. He's a friend of ours, and I care about what happens to him and his dad. So if you pray, can you say a little prayer? And I'm agnostic, but I'm going to send my love, and I'm going to send my support. So any love that you can push Chris Persia's way will be more than welcome. I also want to thank JT Kirk for going out of his way. You know, I said it at the beginning of the show, and I'm going to say it again. You know, people like Edgar Allan Poe, people like Lovecraft, people like Kafka, they wrote all of these stories, but they died without anyone ever reading anything they wrote. They died penniless, and they died with the empty feeling that no one was ever going to read their stories. Well, you guys know I sell my stories individually. Well, I'm nearing the 400 mark of selling individual stories. And I just want you to know that it's because of all of you. And you're all I need. And I am so happy and grateful for your love. And I'm so happy and grateful that you love these stories. And it just means the world to me. So thank you for the beautiful reviews, that like professional, brilliant, like perfectly articulated, like professional style reviews that you're leaving. They mean everything to me. So thank you, JT Kirk and others who have stepped forward to say, hey, stop that. You guys need to read this. You'll like it. And so I just love you. Thank you. I also want to thank my patrons. Right now, my new book, Science Fiction Tales, Part 2, Volume 2, is with my editor. And I can't wait to hear back from him. But I don't want to rush him because he's a literary scholar and he's just the best thing since sliced bread. So as soon as he sends me back the copy reviewed with his comments and his thoughts, I'll have it in your hot hands. It's burning a hole in my hands right now. I can't wait to get it to you. But I can't do this without my patrons, because corporations only want activism. They only want activists. They're even advertising that that's all they want right now. I'm not that. I just write classic episodic science fiction. And so I just want to thank the patrons who stepped forward to help me. You know, it's gotten so bad that even people like Andy Weir could not get published. We wouldn't have The Martian if it weren't for Patreon. So thank you, one and all, for teaching me about Patreon and telling me to go on it so that you can try and get people to read this stuff that I'm making that you love. And it is just the greatest honor. And I'm so humbled and honored. And I love you all so much. So thank you, Larry. Larry, you mean the world to me. Thank you for everything. Tony Stark, so generous. Sean Carter, Penny Lane, Shooter, Gwagnar, Dave, Chris Persia, Scuba, and Leslie Pete. Eric Kane is Trusty Dusty Dog Kirby, who is currently in China. Enigmatic Drop Bear, Michael and Cassandra Beacom, Mark D with the C, Anti-Derivative Jill, Maximum Redstone, JT Kirk, Dabman and the Dabman Clan, Lord and Lady Thoth, and of course Lance, Rob Altis, Tyler, Jeff Wyatt, Rod Thunderheart, and Mazeris. I can't do this without you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. I love you all, and I really hope I hit big. I mean, not every artist gets that to happen, right? Didn't happen for Edgar Allan Poe. Didn't happen for H.P. Lovecraft. Didn't happen for a lot of really talented people. But if I have a chance to make it like Andy Weir did, it's because of all of you. I love you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, number one. I love you. You're the best, and you make it all worthwhile for all of us here. And someone else who adds to making it great and worthwhile is, of course, our amazing chief engineer. And any words you may have before I start with the show notes and the shout outs?
Sure. Yep. So, well, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun tonight. I tried the snarf a few times. Thankfully, I was not on the air. But yeah, Chad is always rocking in this channel. It's
yes,
what makes it's true. What's makes this show so much fun. And thanks everyone for supporting the show, because that does keep the lights on. And everyone remember to follow Raquel on. You can follow her on Patreon, and then Eric K. Thank you for posting the Amazon store there, so you can go buy your books there. And use my trick if you're an Amazon Prime member. Delay that delivery sometimes if you don't need that item right away, and you get a $3 or sometimes a $1 credit. So I use those credits to buy books and ebooks a lot of times, and maybe sometimes action figures too. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with Clobbering Times and friends tomorrow night on Sunday Night Geekery. We shall be there. There will be no clam pizza, don't worry, but we'll see what kind of eatery stuff comes up. But I do have some cool enabling things to show. And I found this incredible Star Trek bridge. I know I don't want to expand the show to it, but if I could just show it for like a few seconds. There was this amazing bridge that I found. Let me find that link in my history here. But it was just a wild You guys will go crazy when let me call it up. You start with the show notes, and I'll just share it on the screen so people can just look at it.
Well, while you're
find
doing
it.
that, I just want to quickly say too, thank you for everything that you do behind the scenes for us, Mark. And I also forgot to thank Clobby. I mean, I always thank Clobby, but tonight I forgot.
did.
Clobby, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Clobby,
you
I
did.
want to thank you for creating this space for all of us. I want to thank you for putting yourself out there and just coming from Blog Talk Radio, getting a whole bunch of like-minded people together for this project that you had in mind. This space is so enjoyable for so many people, and we've made friends, and we've all learned things, we've shared things, we've had such great laughs, we've had tears, we've lost some people, and we've gained others. And you know, I just want to say happy birthday to Gil Bavel. Tonight, you all know him as Cardinal Sin, and
Yes.
others who we've lost along the way, Mark Stephen Chure, and all of the friends who we've gained. None of us would have any of these experiences if it weren't for you. This is your virtual comic book shop, and I am so honored to be invited here every week to walk through that comic book shop door and to see you standing at the counter, and then to have us all walk in and have a great conversation about everything. So thank you for that, Captain, my captain. You're the best.
Thank you.
Love you, honey.
Thank you. I love you. And Herc, I miss Gil too. Oh, look at that. Oh, my
Great
God.
guy. Now, I'm not worthy. Now, this is 3D printed. I put the link in here. Yeah, and God bless Gil. You to watch this video and like this video. It can't play someone else's YouTube video, but it's okay to show a still from it. I'm sure the person will mind. But look how.
Hope so.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, you can. You're not playing the video. You're telling them to go watch. It's a review. But look how incredible this thing is. And it was actually his wife that had the suggestion to make it as a coffee table because it's
That's
so big.
fantastic.
Where are they going to put it? So it's
That-
1/6 scale. So
You're
isn't it
ruining my life.
mind blowing. So
You're ruining my life. I need this
killing
now.
you all. Isn't that unbelievable? And then look, they even got the plaque on there, and the view screen actually works with all the lights. This is all 3D printed and obviously lovingly constructed by you know, the credits are in there who did it, but that's just mind-blowingly
Wow.
amazing. I mean,
That's amazing. That
I'm
is
not
beautiful.
worthy. And then the wife, God bless the
Wow.
wife, it said, let's do this as a coffee table. I guess it's
That's
on
the
wheels
greatest-
so they can roll it around.
Greatest coffee table in the entire universe, right there. There's nothing even
Right?
close.
I mean,
Not
Why do you
even
always show me things that I
close.
want?
Oh,
but Doom, I don't
my
have a link to the
God.
STL. I didn't. I'm sure. I know there's a Star Trek Bridge STL, so I don't know if this just expanded from the
Or you can
Bridge
you can put a
STLs.
link to the video in the
Yeah,
chat.
the link to the video is in there. So if you watch the video, but if you go on Thingiverse, there's many Star Trek bridges out there.
That's incredible.
So I'm assuming this is scaled up, but yeah, everyone's going crazy over this. So
That's
and it's got sound. If you
unreal.
watch the video, it's got lights and sound effects.
Oh my
there's
God.
there's the video monitor there, and look, the person has some beautiful Trek Trek stuff on their wall there too. You can see obviously.
We
I'm
got to put
recognizing a
Captain
few of those
Kirk
photos.
in the captain's chair, and we got to get some tribbles in there.
Yeah, they should. They
I
should
put figures in
get
there.
you put 1/6. It's 1/6 scale. So
I would put
if you
figures
buy
in
those
there. Come on,
XO
man.
Well,
I put
I
Paul
mean,
Crew in there for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe he will. Maybe he will.
I mean, if I was lucky enough to have this, but
No.
oh, show Eric.
No.
Show Raquel some clam pizza. She said she wants to show her something.
No,
She doesn't
Eric.
want.
Cut it out.
Eric,
YouTube.
that's gross. Sea tongue surprise. He puts sea tongues on pizza and then he eats it.
Oh, it's so good.
Grody to the max, man.
There you go. Right. Well,
That's sorry about that, but
sorry.
If you want to go learn to 3D print, and my God, if I ever brought that in my family room, I'd be on the couch for the rest of my life. I'd have to finish the basement for that. Yeah, that would be a great finished basement item.
But Badoom, that's exactly what I use. Craft Star poofs.
Deediousness.
Because you can buy them in any size.
So, number one, you want to hang for the show notes and shout outs, or did you need to scoot?
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go and jet because I have to go and make something to eat.
I understand.
I'm
okay.
half starved.
Go
and
for it.
so I'm gonna duck out now, but I want you all to know that I love you very much and that I had a riot tonight. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Love you. All right, love you. Be
Take
good.
care, Raquel.
Good night.
Don't eat too much of pizza.
Too late. She didn't hear you, fortunately.
Too late. Yep.
All right. What you got to stir it up, don't you? You got to stir it up. So let's see here.
Stir the pot.
Show notes tomorrow. Speaking of the stirrer, the great Mark D with his C's channel. If you haven't put your link in the chat, of course, just in case.
Yep.
If anyone,
Eric K's here. He'll grab it. I'm sure.
If
Yeah.
you had not subscribed, please go to his channel, Mark D with the C's channel. Enjoy Week as a Geek on the Sunday Night Geekery, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will hang out and geek out, I guess. So there you go. And there might even be some eatery. No sea tongues on this picture, though. Then 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, Monday and afternoon night, I will be at the great J-Man's channel. J-Man and Sean and I continuing our reviews of Legion of Superheroes. All of it. Well, that matters anyway. And then Monday night, Moxie Comics Talk. 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Right back here with Clubby doing some open comic stuff. And then it's time for another member stream. That'll be Tuesday night, 8:30 Central, 9 Eastern. Any of my dear friends who are members want to come in and hang out with me and talk to Clubby on just around an hour and a half, whatever, nothing big, just hang out and have a little fun talking. So it'll be great. Looking forward to it. Tuesdays and Thursday nights, as always, at 6 p.m. Central. You can find me at the Great Midnight's Edge After Dark, the great Tom Connors channel, hanging out with that great group over there. And then sometimes on Wednesdays, I do the comic book roundtable on my good buddy Loki's channel when he can make it. And every Wednesday night, I got the wild card Wednesday night. I'll have another one this week. Of course, all the usual shows, including the Clubhouse with Raquel and Mark, a Blake 7 review, and who knows what else. We'll review something else as well. And then, of course, Friday night, the great J-Man's channel, 7 p.m. Eastern, Fearless Fridays. We got a few more episodes to go reviewing with Sean and J-Man. The Frank Miller seminal, brilliant masterpiece run of Daredevil in the early 1980s. So looking forward to that. Always have a great time there. And then, of course, 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser's channel with the Friday Night Comic Shop Boys, 8:30 Central Standard Time. And then, of course, as you all know, we're back next week with 4 more episodes of Star Trek Voyager. Next week's episodes are The Disease, of course, Oblivion, The Fight, and Juggernaut. I'm sure the X-Men will be fighting him. So, shout-outs, of course. Wrenches, the great Eric K. Thank you so much, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Chris Persia, Vindicated Wrench of the Great White North. I hope your father's doing well. Best wishes to your father, and I hope he gets better, buddy. Thank you. Thanks for all you do. D. Bud Martin, the Wrench of Iron Lord. Thought the God of the Wrenches, Avon lives long. Live the Legion. J-Man. The Wrench Without Fear, Maddie's Daddy. Cal L. Fanty Outsidery, the Rascally Wrench, Hungry Boy, Maximum Redstone, Larry, the Triple Bullwinkle, great one. And now, let me see. Let me read out. Let me give you all the quick shout out. We'll get this done because I want everybody to get the shout outs.
Yep.
Where we roll up and you. Again, a big thanks to the great Mark D. the chief engineer. Thank you so much, dude.
Thank you. Yep. Great to be here. Yep.
The great Lord Thoth was here. Like I said, I shouted him out, though. Let's see. Legatus Legions was here. I hope I said that right. King Dolphin TV was here. Raymond and Sandra Feliciano. Thank you. The lovely Reniel. FKHC 2010. Thank you for being here. Before I continue, Thank you all who lurk, all the lurkers, and anyone watching this on a download or a rewatch. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Putin's cat, dog, cat. Hey, Putin's cat. I say dog out of affection. You old dog, you. Bubba Doom 1, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. The time scales. Sorry you had that video problem there. Gwag, buddy. Let's see. Aloric Harrelson was here. The great Dave C. Hey, the Tetrarch of Apathy. Go away, but don't really go away because I know who you are.
Stay.
Yes. Go away and stay. And by the way, go away just for you, buddy. I read a Howard Chaykin comic the other day. One of his new ones. It's weird. I'll tell you about it one day, I guess. Your favorite, the Howard. Claude Salling popped in earlier. DK Bones. Sander Hammerslag. Enigmatic Drop Bear, ED. Always a pleasure, buddy. Thank you so much for being here. The wonderful Janet from Another Planet was here. Jamalama. Penny was here. Yay. Rob Altus, my friend. Thank you for being here. The great Michael Beacom was here. Joe Dog. Thank you, buddy. Jesus Davila. I think Davia. Sorry if I said that incorrectly. But thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Brogu from my old hometown. The great JT Kirk. Thank you, buddy. The RRT and Z. Thank you so much for being here, my friend, and all that you do. Thank you. Apollome's Minion and the Pepperoni. Love you, Apollome's. Jeff Morris. Max Monkey. Mars Monkey Max. MMM. Thank you. Chad Carter from Mars. Thank you, buddy. Always good to see you. Mr. Angel. Chef. Melted Copper. Guy whose name I'm not going to say, but it's still a good trap name to pull on people. I like it. I got to admit. Lisa, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Bob Culture Republic. John Shuggy Whoopa. John Roper Shuggy. Blunt Reviews. Larry. Oh, I yelled you out, but you deserve it again, of course. Cassandra Beacom was here as well, popped in. Hey, Simply Steve, buddy. Parker Locke, my friend. Taylor Swift has really met G. Hey, Cam's Crash Courses. Katie, love you, Katie. Dadman and the Dadman Clan. Mazarus. And they called him Scuba Pete. Shout out to Leslie, my friend. DJ Ronnie G. Touring Machine, thank you. Value of Nothing, thank you so much for being here and your contributions there. Nighthawk 9, nice to meet you, thank you. Fiona, the wonderful Princess Fiona, love you, Fee. Thank you for being here. Anonymous. Malachi D. Wildman, thank you. Hurt 130, thank you, my friend. The lovely, beautiful, fantastic Mary. Ginger Menace, love you, Mary. You're the best. Maximum Redstone. Well, you them out twice. What can you do? Professor R2. All right, my friend. Good to see you, Ray Lucard. Grim. SP4H. Darth. Steve Casaboom. All right. Let's see. And almost there, folks. Wes Cagle, my old friend. The Comic Vet. CLS Studios. Lasher. Anime Night. 1992. DJ Play Nights. All right. And Real Wade Nation. I believe I got everybody. If I missed anyone, I'm so sorry, but I tried. But people this thing goes so fast, people gonna slip by.
Yeah, it's tough to do. Yep,
it is. Well, I want to thank you all so much for being here with us tonight. It's been fantastic, as it always is with you. Let's see. Hey, Max Redstone, feel better, buddy. I know you were down. Yeah. Hope you feel better, bro.
Yeah,
Let's see. All right, everybody, have a fantastic remainder of your weekend and your Sunday, or for if you may all be, I know it's already Sunday for some of you, but just take care out there and have a great one, and see you on the streams, and hope to see you back here next week. Good night, everybody.
Groovy. I just love clobbering time.